What's up, everybody? It is your boy Bad Dog. Happy Friday, everybody. Kind of an impromptu live stream tonight because I wasn't sure if we were doing Talking Giants tonight. No Knicks, no Lakers tonight, but Chris obviously went to the Mets game and streamed a couple Knicks games. His voice is a little froggy. He don't have the iron lung like me. I could scream for hours and my voice stays where it is because I'm screamed my whole life. Chris is much more mellow than me. So, I've been screaming since, I can remember. So my voice is used to that. Looking to see if the Yankees can close this thing out here tonight, which would be nice. Get a W tonight. But what is going on, everybody? I like this. We're just going to have a nice chill stream. We'll go over the schedule for the Giants. I'm not going to get too in-depth in it because I'm sure Chris and I are going to talk about that whenever we do Talking Giants. Obviously the roundtable yesterday was fun. There's no doubt about that. We always have a good time doing the roundtable. And there's a lot of talk about Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones, and we'll get into that as well. But Yankees win the game. All right, Yankees. What on? By the way, big home run for Gio Urshela and I. 2 solo homers by this guy. So, big home run by Gio. Big 7th-inning homer, pinch hit home run, 9-pitch at bat. Gio hitting that ball over the right center field fence. Yankee fans, you guys have been in my streams or, tune into my podcast. How many times have I said take the ball the other way? How many times have I said take the ball up the middle into the opposite field gap? Where'd Gio hit that? Right center. Home run. Try to pull that ball, weak ground ball to short. Nope. So the Yankees win. I got to change this stupid thing because I don't want to watch what's on CW. No, it was on Brunson's channel. It was on Brunson's channel. Let me just put this on here so I got something in the background. But yeah, who do we got in the chat tonight? What's going on, diehard Giants fan? We're going to get my lighting tomorrow. Shout out to diehard Giants fan for buying me some more lighting because I need it. You the man. I'm going to go to my P.O. box tomorrow, grab that. Afghanistan, what's going on? Andrew, what's up, man? Tom Lou, Nora Rivera, Aiden, Chris, Angel Cotto. Easy for me to say. I can't talk tonight. Daniel, what's up? Mexican Giants, Jalen, Julius, Matthew Manatakis, Adrian Padilla, Michael B. How can I be the man when you're the man, sir? Jeff's, Big Blue Elo, KP, Man Cave, Goat World, Connor Steven, PJ, Giglio, World's Heaviest Jam Band, Dwayne Jones, Jonathan Paola, John Williams, Corey B. Thank you all for being here, guys. Jay, Big Daddy, Drip Giants, Man Cave, Irish Rover, my man, what's going on? Happy Friday to you, sir. Andrew, what's up? Seti, Connor Nodoro, who have they played? What's going on, my man? Essiano 30, Dominic Pope. What's going on? Thank you for joining the stream. Kalen Dragon, Scott Holmes, Eric Morales, Edwin Ing. Thank you guys for being here. Christy Braunback, Ryan Patel, New York Giants 26, Ace Man. All right, let's talk about this as my nose starts to run, of course. Need some need a little hanky there. Anyway, so let me just start with this, with the Lakers. Obviously, I can't, for any Lakers fans in here, I can't do the game tomorrow. It happens to be at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. A stupid time for a basketball game, 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. Really stupid, especially for a popular West Coast team like Los Angeles. Dumb timing. My nephew just graduated from college, got the party tomorrow. It is rare that I don't have a Saturday where I'm doing something. It's insane. It would have been nice if they played at night, but they play at 1 o'clock. And obviously, a lot of my audience will be sleeping because it's 1 o'clock in the morning in the Philippines, and I don't want them to stay up till 3:30 in the morning to watch the Lakers and the Pacers. It's not really that big of a deal. I will be live for the Pelicans, so on Sunday night. That's the last game of the regular season. And then, of course, if they have the play-in round, it looks like it's going to be against the Warriors. I kind of hope it's the Grizzlies and not the Warriors. Anybody that was in that stream on, what was it, Wednesday night? Right? Wednesday night. That was insane. That stream was absolutely insane. I've never had anything like that. Anybody that was in there, and I know there's a few of you in there, 14,500 people were in that stream at the end of it. 14,500 people were in that stream. That is almost that is almost as much as a Staples Center holds. That was crazy. I wonder what a play-in game against the Warriors could do, or what a playoff series will do. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that was insane, man. I can't believe that. I still sitting here thinking to myself, my God, that was unbelievable. That was crazy. That broke a record by a mile. The most I ever had in a chat was 9,500. That was 5,000 more people. That was crazy. It's crazy. That was awesome, though. I enjoyed that. So it kind of sucks that I can't do the game tomorrow because I was hoping for another one like that. But hopefully we get another one like that. Hopefully we get like 20,000 people in there. That was crazy. That was insane. That was awesome. So anyway, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like I said, kind of impromptu tonight. I thought we were going to talk Giants, but like I said, Chris had to rest his voice. So I guess I let me ask you guys this. I'll ask you in the chat. Do you want to go over the schedule first? Because I'm not going to go in too in depth to it. I'm going to get your opinion on the schedule. Do you want to talk about the schedule first? Yeah, you know what? Let's get that out of the way, and then we'll talk about the Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts thing, because I got to get a lot off my chest with this whole Jalen Hurts thing. I have to. Like I can't deal with it anymore. I can't deal with the damn Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts thing. And obviously we'll talk about that. We can talk about the Lakers, and then we can just hang out. You know how I do, guys. It doesn't really necessarily need to be all about the Giants. I just like to hang out with you guys and talk about whatever. So we'll see how late I go tonight. I don't know, but we'll hang out here. So let's start with this. I'm going to go over the games. Craig, man, thank you so much for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate it. Brilly says you're in the capital region area. I am too. Yes, Saratoga County, up around Boston Spa, right in that area. So the Boston Spa, Burnt Hills, up in that area, Saratoga County. So yes, I am close to the capital region. I'm a little north of the capital region, but yes, I know Albany, Schenectady, Troy very well, very well. Scotia, Rotterdam, Clifton Park, Voorheesville. Like I know all that. Rensselaer, Latham, Troy. I know it all very well. Yeah, I've lived up here most of my life. So Cobleskill, okay. Well, Cobleskill is that's a ways. That's a drive, but it's what, about an hour away from me. Cobleskill. Cobleskill it's farm country up in Cobleskill. What's going on, Charlie? Puerto Rico. I should be going to Puerto Rico. We have a plan to go to Puerto Rico. Not this Christmas of 2021, Christmas of 2022. I really hope that comes to fruition. I miss going to Puerto Rico. It's my favorite place to vacation. San Juan, Puerto Rico. I freaking love it. I've been there 5 times. I love San Juan. I can't wait to go back. I haven't been there. I haven't been to San Juan in 6 years. I can't wait to go back. Anyway, let's Cody, what's going on, buddy? Dog Pound represent. Hoo. By the way, we're going to be doing a members only stream sometime next week. So I haven't figured out the date, but sometime next week we're going to give away the jersey. So members have a chance to win a jersey of your choice. So we're doing that next week at some point. Tutto, grazie, paesano, grazie, brilli, my man. This is Ciao Kevin the Capo. Just dropped by your office to turn on the lights and show and slapped all the Eagles fans on both cheeks on my way out. Forget about it. Tutto, I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you, my man. I really appreciate that. Any plans for a new life and fitness video? I got to remember my password to get on that. I haven't been on that channel so long. And when I posted the picture on Instagram today, I was thinking that to myself. I'm like, I haven't put a video on that channel in a long time. And I really should put something on there, but I got to remember my damn password for it. Bobby, what's going on, my man? Beantown Breakdown, what's going on? Craig, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. Also, please tell me you saw Philly 500's 12-5 prediction. I didn't see, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Giants and the Eagles. We're going to go over the schedule. We're going to talk about Jalen Hurts. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. It's Friday, baby. It's been a long week. I'm ready to rock and roll. I still can't get over 14,500 people in that chat. I can't. I wanted 60,000 subscribers. I ended up with almost 61,000 subscribers. I can never thank you guys and girls enough, man. I freaking love you guys, man. I do. I can't fathom that I have that many subscribers. Like I can't fathom that. I can't believe that there's that many people out there that actually care about my thoughts or like the way I call a game or whatever. It's insane. It's extremely humbling, man. I am so freaking grateful for you guys. I can never, ever say that enough. How much I appreciate what you guys and girls do for me, because it is not easy, man. I work my ass off. Somebody actually commented that on that Instagram picture, said, I don't know how Bad Dog, because he's got to be the hardest working guy there is. I don't know how a guy can juggle a full-time job, a family, work out like that, and then build his YouTube channel. And it is a lot of work, but you guys always give me the inspiration to continue to put content up or do those streams, even when I'm exhausted. Last night I had a night off. I went to bed at 9 o'clock. I slept until 5:30. That is the best night's sleep I got in a long time. That was nice. All right, let's go over the schedule. Enough of me babbling. LA Lou, what's up, my man? Nations, what's up, buddy? Go World, what's up? James McDonald. Austin Mack, what's up, buddy? Appreciate it. Ace Man, how can I be the man? We need a man. Sorry, Rivera. Well, I'm extremely grateful. Like, I mean, it's still a long ways away, but 100,000 subscribers is like, that is starting to come into vision. Like that actually is looking achievable. Hopefully by Christmas, that was my goal, but I don't know if I'm going to get it by Christmas, but January, maybe like a few months, like less than a year. I think we can get there. So I'm sorry, man. I get a little bit emotional. Like it's amazing. It really is. All right, let's talk about the schedule. So I'm going to ask your opinion. I'm just going to simply put, give me a W or an L in the chat. What you think? New York Giants, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, brother. Brilly. He says, Bad Dog, you are damn ripped. Philly fans should fear you. You know what's funny? I get this all the time. When somebody sees me working out or they see that picture, they say, you don't look like that on YouTube. I say, yeah, because you only see from here up. You can't see anything. But yeah, the looks can be deceiving. It's a lot of, that's 10 years worth of work and diet. That's a lot of work. Irish Rover, man. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate it. Brilly, my man. Why am I not doing this? Why am I not doing this? I really appreciate it. It says, Kevin, if you build it, they will come. You deserve it. You are really good at streaming. It's all about the passion. I appreciate that, man. I do. I really appreciate that. And like I said, you guys give me the passion to do it. I mean, if there's 10 people in there, 4 people in there, I mean, how much motivation am I going to have? When you have 14,000 people in there that are enjoying your stream, man, you're going to want to do it more and more and more. All right, let's get to the schedule, man. I have really put that off enough. So again, I'm going to give you the game. I'm not going to get into great detail about this stuff because, like I said, Chris and I will probably talk about it in a Talking Giants. So I'm not going to get into great detail about the games. I'm going to ask your opinion, then I'm going to give you my opinion, and we'll see. So simply put a W or an L in the chat when I say the team name. So week 1, the Denver Broncos. Give me a W or give me an L. If you think we're going to win, the W. If you think we're going to lose, give me the L. New York Giants, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly, my man. Where are we? Oh, shit. now we're going to get messed up here. I don't really bench that much. I got long arms. The most I can do, I only use dumbbells because the bench can hurt your shoulder and your strong arm can push it up. The most I can do is 110-pound dumbbells. I'm not a great bencher. 110-pound dumbbells is the most I can do. I usually work out with usually 80, 90, 100. I'm usually in that area. Asia, my lady, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you. Brilly, thank you so much, my lady. She says, what up, Bad Doggy Loon? How about the Yankees? Oh, huge home run for Gio tonight, Asia. Huge. Mets never help us out. Whatever, as long as you win. We are winning with pitching right now, and it's still a win. Huge win. And I see a lot of W's in that chat for the Broncos game. So let me just get to these super chats and I'll give you my opinion. Yuri, thank you for the super chat. Billy says, like the Giants versus Dolphins matchup, a battle of Belichick disciples. Hot take on that game will be an overtime game. Giants get the W. We're going to get to that one, Yuri. We're going to get to that, my man. Big Daddy, thank you for the super chat. Billy, 20-0 till we ain't. We can beat any team. I like it. I like that. I like that a lot. I do. I hope. But we're not the Eagles. So we're not going to do that. But I see a lot of W's in the chat. So I'm guessing y'all think we're winning that game. I don't think I saw one L. Maybe one. I see one L there. Yeah, we're winning that game. I'm not going to get into detail because, like I said, Chris and I will probably talk about it. But I have us winning against the Broncos. I have us winning against Denver. Week 2. The Washington football team, the defending champions of this division. It's at Washington. I should have put at. That one's at Washington. I know it is. What do you guys have us against the Washington Redskins? W in the chat or L in the chat? I see some more L's. I see some more L's this time. I see some brooms. I see some W's. Tie. Let's hope not. Texas Liberty. Let's hope not. Yeah. Q-Dog, my man. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys for all the support, man. I can never say how much I appreciate that enough. Thank you, brother. Really, really. What up, Bad Dog? Been riding with you for almost 3 years now. So glad I found your channel by mistake. This is a great Giants channel, hands down. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Q-Dog. Thank you, man. Thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. Okay. So I see a lot more L's in the chat this time. I also have us losing. I have us losing that game. Washington is due to beat us. That's in Washington. It's on a Thursday night. They're just due. They're due to beat us. Listen, we could definitely win that game. Don't get me wrong. We've had Washington's number. There's no doubt about it. But that team, they're just due to beat us. They're due. Like we were due to beat the Eagles. That team's due to beat us one game. They are. Washington has to beat us at some point. They do. So I have us losing to Washington. So that would put us at 1-1. No way we win against Washington. Yeah, WTF. Yeah, I understand, man. Tutto, grazie, paesano, grazie, brilli, my man. It says, according to my father's online research and studying, every single opposing team on our schedule, they have the Giants as an underdog. That can't be true. I guess that's funny. I guess they never heard the name Joe Judge. There is no way we can be an underdog. That would be insane, Tuto. There's no way we can be an underdog in every game. Yeah, we won the games by a combined 4 points, and Washington went for a 2-point conversion at the end of the one game. Joe, yeah, my man Joe's had to love that game. Where was he on Twitch tonight, Asia? I looked on YouTube. I didn't see him tonight. I didn't see Joe's tonight. I looked for him on YouTube. I wanted to see his reaction to the Geo Homer. I'll check it out on Instagram, though. He's always on Instagram. They have no quarterback. I get it, Ed. That Ryan Fitzpatrick's not great at all. I'm not saying we can't win that game, but they have got to beat us at some point. They have to. And if they're going to do it, I think it's going to be early in the year. So I'm going to give them the W, man. I don't have us going 17-0. We're going to lose some games, according to me. But I have us losing. All right. The Falcons. Let me know what you think in the chat, guys. Falcons, W or loss? What do we got? What do we got for the Falcons? He was on Twitch, Asia. Okay. I don't good on Twitch, so I missed him there. The dubs. A lot of dubs. I think I saw one L. A lot of dubs. I see some 3-0s. Yes, I agree. We are beating Atlanta. I have them beating Atlanta. So, yes, at that point, we would be 2-1. So, I have us beating Atlanta, and I don't think that'll be tough. Their defense is trash. Again, I'm not going to get into the whole aspects of it, but I think we're going to beat Atlanta. I think we'll beat Atlanta. So, I have us at 2-1 at that point. Next game is New Orleans. New Orleans. Win or loss in New Orleans. The choke master, Matt Ryan. That's right, OJ. That's right. I see a lot of L's for New Orleans. I'm surprised. A lot of L's in New Orleans. Even with Jameis Winston as quarterback. It's in Dallas. It is in New Orleans. A lot of L's. A lot of L's. I was winning that game. I was beating New Orleans. I'm not sold on Jameis Winston, and I'm not sold on Taysom Hill. Honestly, I think our defense will kick the hell out. Jameis Winston, you want to talk about a guy that turns the ball over like it's his job? I think the Giants could get 4 turnovers in that game and win that game. I have us beating New Orleans. So that would make us 3-1 at that point. But yeah, I have us winning that game. I have us beating them. Next game is this is a good one. At Dallas. At Dallas. Week 5. What do we got? Kamara's dangerous. A lot of W. Here's some L's. A lot of dubs. Yeah. Dallas's defense, Dallas's offense, pretty damn good. Now, of course, we do these games. We're talking, everything being equal and that the teams are healthy. So that's the way I'm looking at these games. There's obviously injuries happen. So, anything can happen. If Dak Prescott got hurt again, obviously that changes a lot of things. Big Pat Sports Talk. Thank you for coming a member, brother. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, my man. Brilly. Big Pat Sports Talk. Welcome to the Dog Pound, sir. Yo, Dog Pound members, where you at? Welcome, Big Pat Sports Talk into the Dog Pound. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Pat. I appreciate that, my man. And check out Big Pat Sports Talk's channel if you have not. Obviously, trying to grow on YouTube is very difficult. So if you could show him some love and sub him up, that'd be awesome. I have us losing to Dallas. I have us losing that game to Dallas. That puts us at 3-2. It's in Dallas. We have a hard time winning there. So I'm going to say we lose that one. Anthony, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly says thoughts in Dallas O-line taking a step back this year due to past injuries and age. Anthony, when I was on Brunson's channel yesterday for the roundtable, I actually asked Law Nation if he thought that they should have addressed the offensive line. And I feel like he said he was surprised that they didn't and that they went Micah Parsons in the first round. So I definitely think Dallas's offensive line is not as solid as it once was. There's definitely more questions, but when they're healthy, they're still pretty damn good. But yeah, they could definitely have a step back. They're getting up there and they have been injured. So, and they didn't address it. So yeah, it could be more questionable. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, I was surprised that they didn't address it at some point. Just like I was surprised we didn't address our offensive line. Next game is the Rams. We have the Rams at home. What do I think about the EDP? That EDP situation is long over, man. I discussed that like a month ago, and he's a piece of slime. I don't know what else to say. He's a predator. There you go. The Rams. What do we got for the Rams? I see a lot of L's. A lot of L's. A lot of L's. Wow. The Matt Stafford Rams. I agree with you guys. I think we lose to the Rams. I don't think we beat the Rams. Eds, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it, my man. Brilly. Thank you so much, brother. He says, if one of these handful of pass rushers we have now could take the next step, I think this defense is better than Washington's. I think our secondary is definitely better than Washington's, Eds. You're right. And if we can get to the quarterback like they do, we don't have a Chase Young. You know that, Eds. You clamored for Chase Young. You hate that we won that game, and I don't blame you. I want to Chase Young too. So I understand. I think our secondary is better than Washington's by a lot, to be honest. I think we have the best secondary in football. I do. I don't think there's a more deep, more talented secondary than what the Giants are putting out in the field. I love our secondary. Joe, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly, thank you so much. He says, if we suck this year, we flop every year till we get Arch Manning. What do you think? This is make or break, Joe. It's make or break. It's make or break. And I agree. I don't know if I want to flop every year till we get Arch Manning, but if we can't win this year, you're gonna, especially if Daniel Jones is bad. And again, we're going to get into Daniel Jones a little bit later in the stream. It's not going to be good. So let's hope that doesn't happen. I thought I saw Sabrina in here. Did I see Sabrina? Or am I seeing things? Well, Sabrina, if you're in here, how you doing, my lady? For some reason, I thought I saw her name flash by. Pat, thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. Really, my man. He said, should have done this a long time ago, brother. You inspired me to do my channel. Now all I got to do is get on the Bad Dog channel. Then I'm official giant YouTuber. We'll do it sometime, Pat. I mean, when the basketball season's over, I'll have a lot more time on my hands. The Lakers take up a lot of my time. And even if the Lakers get knocked, which hopefully they don't, but like I'm going to do the NBA Finals regardless. But yeah, definitely, Pat. We'll get you on here sometime. Like I do want to collab with more Giants video makers. I just have not had a lot of time to do it. And again, this was impromptu. I didn't expect to do this tonight, so that's why I really appreciate you being here, guys. But definitely, Pat, we'll get you on sometime, man. Simon, thank you for the super chat. Really. He says, at least we're honest Birds fans. Would you say W for all those? Oh, yeah, we're honest. They don't. We're going to get into that a little bit later, too. Cody, thank you for the super chat. Really, Bad Dog. That tailgate's all about to hit this season. Oh, yeah. Just so you know, I guess Chris was talking about this. We're going to get back to the schedule in a second. We left off with the Rams. So at this point in the season, guys, I have us 3-3. I guess he was talking about the Eagles the 28th of November. I'm in. My man DWG is in. So DWG and I are definitely going down. I know about my brother-in-law. I'm sure he said he was interested in going to a game this year. I asked if he would go down. He said he would definitely go down again. So I just got to double check. My other brother-in-law is a Raiders fan. I was kind of hoping we did the Raiders because I know I could get my other brother-in-law, Herbie, to go because he's a Raiders fan. So he definitely would have went. Last year we tried to get him to go. He's like, man, it's hunting season. I ain't going. I said, man, come on. Hunt when you get back. But definitely the 28th of November, Eagles, Giants. I don't give a damn how cold it is. I'm used to that crap up here in New York. So, and I live in upstate New York. It's way colder up here than it is in Jersey. So, yeah, November 28th, mark it on your calendars. Giants, Eagles. Let's go. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to do everything I can to get Philly 500 out to that game. I want Philly 500 to be going to that game. Philly 500. Johnny Letourneau going to be there. I want Philly 500 at that game. Philly 5. Brunson should show up too. We should get some Eagles fans in there. We should get some Eagles content creators in there. Just for the hell of it. Brunson's big, by the way. Brunson's a big guy. Brunson's like 6'4". Brunson's a big dude. We got to do it though. All right, let's get back to the schedule. So I left off with the Rams. I was losing to the Rams. I have a 3-3. Panthers. What do you guys think about the Panthers? Yeah, Joe's my man, Asia. Tell Joe I said what's up. What do we got for the Panthers, guys? Win or loss? Sees a lot of W's in there. A lot of dubs. Must win. Dub. A lot of dubs. I agree. We're beating the Panthers. We will beat the Panthers. That puts us at 4-3. So I have us beating the Panthers. And I think we should win that game pretty handily. Sam Darnold stinks. And we are going to wreck Sam Darnold in that game. Wreck him. So looking forward to that. Poor Sam ain't going to know where to hit him. That's if he doesn't get mono again. And he's playing. Their whole defense is rookies, right? We'll beat the Panthers. I agree. So that moves us to 4-3. Next game is the Chiefs. I don't think I need to ask. The Chiefs. The two-time AFC champion, Super Bowl champion, all right, or seeing ghosts. Exactly, Dire Giants. You know, that's what, yeah, and then we're gonna get this. Why we're gonna get into Jalen Hurts a little bit later. Once we're on the schedule, we're gonna get into that. We actually got some people thinking we're gonna win that game. Wow, there's a lot more wins than I thought. I didn't think we were gonna get that many. We're gonna lose to the Chiefs. We're not there yet. We're getting better. We're not good enough to beat the Chiefs. I agree. I think it's a close loss, Man Cave TV. I could see us losing that game like 28-21, 31-24, 31-27. I could see that. You know, if the Chiefs went into the year with the offensive line that they had at the end of last year, I would have thought we had a much better chance, but they got Orlando Brown. They added Creed Humphrey, who I love Creed, and they rebuilt their offensive line in the offseason. So I think it could be a shootout, Anthony. Definitely. I definitely could be a high scoring game, but I do think we lose. I'm being honest. So that puts us at 4-4, or I have us at 4-4 at this point. Next game is the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders come to town. Whoa, yo, G Money, what's going on, brother? How you doing, my man? Always good to see my man G Money in the house. Thank you for being here, sir. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Turbo Cheese, no, I'm not streaming the Laker game tomorrow. Sunday. We're going to stream it Sunday. Lot of dubs for the Raiders. Lot of dubs for the Raiders. I got to unhide this guy real quick. No, Turbo Cheese, I am not doing it. Yeah, I have us beating the Raiders too. I have us beating the Raiders. That brings us, I have us at 5-4 at this point in the season going into the bye. But yeah, I think we're going to beat the Raiders. They have to travel across the country. They're not a bad team at all. We're not going to blow that team out. I think, again, that'll be a low-scoring, close game, maybe 24-21, 21-17. But I do think the Giants are good enough to get to Derek Carr. And, I'm not really concerned about Henry Ruggs. I don't think that he's going to do much against our secondary. Josh Jacobs is a good running back. But I like our defensive line. I like Dexter, BJ Hill, and I like our front against the run. So I think we beat the Raiders. I think we match up well with the Raiders. And I think we win a close game there. Then we hit the bye. Cool Mixtape says the Giants suck. How original. Very original, sir. Pat yourself, give yourself a gold star for a very original comment. Dude's a Ravens fan. Why are you even in here, man? Ravens won 2 Super Bowls. Nobody even gives a damn about the Ravens. Nobody even gives a damn about the Ravens. Do the Ravens even have fans? I mean, who the hell are the Ravens? Gotta suck. I mean, I'm not even going to get into that. Who cares about the Ravens? The Ravens. Who cares? The only team in the history of the NFL that's won more than 1 Super Bowl that nobody even gives a damn about. I mean, for real, nobody cares. Shame, thank you, super chat. Really appreciate you, brother. Billy says I like our schedule much better this year. Easily win the division. Media doesn't remember how we had a bunch of close games with a lot of good teams. Oh, I know that, Shame. And even if they do, they don't give us any credit. But yeah, the Ravens are the original Cleveland Browns. But yeah, Shame, I agree. I think the media doesn't give us a lot of credit, and they never will, no matter what. Even when we won our Super Bowls, they didn't give us any credit. In 2007, they picked us to lose every single week. Every week they picked us to lose, except for Strahan. He always picked us to win. All right, so the bye's there. Then we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the defending Super Bowl champions, Tom Brady and company, against the New York Giants. Do you have us winning or losing that game? There probably is more Washington fans in Maryland than Ravens fans. Absolutely. Absolutely. W coming off a bye. See a lot of L's. I see revenge W. L, keep it real. L, but I think we have a shot. T-Belly! Yo! As T-Belly would say, T-Belly is in the building. Or is it in the building? Well, I forgot how he does it. What's up, T-Belly? My man, T-Belly. T-Belly, you better be going to that Eagles-Giants game. November 28th, T-Belly. Mark it down in your calendar, buddy. November 28th, we're gonna be at MetLife Stadium for the Eagles and the Giants, man. I want you there. I have us losing to Tampa Bay. Again, I think it's close. I think it'll be close. I don't think we're ready to beat them yet. I don't. I know we could have beat them last year. I know we had a chance. Different Bucs team. And I don't know. Everybody's like, hey, we have Brady's number. We have Brady's number. We have Brady's number. Yeah, Eli had Brady's number, guys. Eli had his number. Eli's not our quarterback anymore. If Eli's quarterback in this team in his prime, I probably have us winning. I don't have us winning against Tampa. That will move us to 5-5. That's where I have us after 10 games, 5-5. Here we go. This is the game that we plan on going to for that big tailgate. Coffee, how can I be the man? You the man? The Eagles. The Eagles. Coming to MetLife Stadium. We will all be there. W or L in the chat for the Eagles. Look at all them dubs. Look at all them dubs. Ah! Look at all them dubs. Yeah. Yeah, I have us winning the Eagles game. Yep. Blowing their ass out. 31-10. Let's go. Kicking their ass. We're winning that game. We will beat Philly. AP, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, we go in game 6. Braun on roids on Philly. Yeah, let's go. I'm ready. Yeah, we're beating the Eagles. I have us at 6-5 at this point in the season. 31-10. Crush him. DeMonte Smith ain't even going to be in that game because he's going to be hurt. No, I don't know. But I do have us beating the Eagles. And we're going to all be there to see that game. So, yeah, we win the Eagles. I have us at 6-5. The Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins. Much improved team. Very good last year. Just missed the postseason. Great coach. And they picked up, they got Jalen Waddle. So, Dolphins, win or loss? I see a lot of W's. I see a few L's. D. Blake says W, I will be there. I see a lot of wins. I see a few L's. We are away. That's in Miami. That game is in Miami. A lot of W's. I have us losing to Miami. Miami's a really good team. And again, I definitely think we can win that game. I'm not sold on Tua, if Tua's even there. I don't even know who the hell their backup is. So that is definitely a game that I could see us winning, but I'm going to pick us to lose to Miami. So that moves us to 6-6. I have us at 6-6 at that point. The Giant guy, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Really. Lord Brunson talking crazy on Twitter about DJ Help. Oh, we're going to get into that. Once you're knowing the schedule, we're going to get into the Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones talk. We're gonna get into that. Don't worry about it. We're gonna address these Eagles. Like I said, I loved the roundtable yesterday, but I didn't get everything I had to get off my chest. We're gonna do it now. We're gonna do it because they always live stream, and I love LB. LB's my guy, and I love Philly 500. They're my guys. They're probably my favorite Eagles content creators, right? I love those guys. I work with those guys all the time. They're my guys. I want them at the Giants Eagles game. I love those guys. But they talking crazy. They're crazy. They're insane. And we're going to address it. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Really, my man. How do I think the Cardinals will do? The Arizona Cardinals? They're going to be good. They're going to be good. I love Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray going to be an MVP candidate. Cardinals are going to be good. Cardinals got a chance to win that division. That's what I think. I don't know if they will, but I think they have a chance. So I have us losing to the Dolphins. That makes us 6-6. Then we are, I believe, we're away. We go away to play the Chargers. I believe that game's away. I should have wrote if we were away or home. I know some of the home games. I don't remember all of them though. But the Chargers. Nicholas Wagner, how can I be the man? Need a man, sir. Chargers, win or loss in the chat, guys. Win or loss against the Los Angeles Chargers. Looking pretty split right now. G Money will be at that game. He's in Cali. He'll be at that game. My man G Money. It's kind of mixed. Understandable. Definitely. Where did I go? Junior, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it so much, man. Brilly, brother says we're going to beat the crap out of the Eagles 35-3, if that. Giants fans would love that. We would love that. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. And Johnny's going to be at that game. You better be at that game. At least come by and drink. Brilly. He says, bad dog, would Hurts succeed with y'all offense? We're going to talk about Jalen Hurts. We're going to talk about Jalen Hurts in a second, Johnny. We're gonna get to that. We got a few more games on the schedule, and then we're gonna get into that whole thing. I have us losing to the Chargers. I love Justin Herbert. I wanted the Giants to draft Justin Herbert. I talked about that ad nauseum when Chris and I started our show. I love Justin Herbert. People are talking about how did you not know? People didn't know Justin Herbert was going to be fired. People didn't know this. That. I said those people that didn't know about Justin Herbert don't watch college football. That's a problem with a lot of these guys that talk about quarterbacks. They just look at the numbers. They don't actually watch them play. So they really don't know anything about him. They just look at the numbers and go, oh, he's good. Oh, he stinks. Oh, they don't pay attention. Justin Herbert, if you watched any college football, any Oregon football, knew that kid was going to be special. I was losing to the Chargers. It moves us to 6-7. Cody, thank you for the super chat. Really. He says, why you got to slaughter Baltimore like that? My girl, a Ravens fan, who was listening. Now I might have to come to the tailgate without my Bengal. I got no offense to your girlfriend. But Cody, you got to get her in line. She should be a Giants fan, man. She should be a Giants fan. But no offense to her. She didn't troll. No, she didn't come in here saying the Giants suck. She didn't say that. She's good. So I was losing to Chargers. That makes us 6-7. How do you get big muscles? You work your ass off in the gym for 10 years and eat right. But this, how you get that? That's how you do it. You boom! You work your ass off for years. It's one of my favorite compliments that I get is people in the gym don't believe I'm 45. They think I'm lying when I tell them I'm almost 45 years old. They don't believe me for a minute. And I'm like, why would I lie? Why would I make myself older? It's my favorite comment I get. I don't look 45. It's my favorite. All right. So I was losing to the Chargers. We're 6-7 at that point, according to me. Next game is home against the Cowboys. We went on to lose in that game. Rank those quarterbacks. Kyler, Baker, Rattler, Hurts. I appreciate that, Ace, man. Thank you. A lot of W's. Look 37, I'll take it. I look younger when I shave and cut my hair. I do know that much. A lot of dubs. Tom Brady, yeah, me and Tom Brady work out together. We stay young. Tom Brady's like my age. I think Tom Brady's a year younger than me. Johnny, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, Bear Dog, I'll be there to meet you and Chris. My man. I'm looking forward to it, man. It'll be a lot of fun. So a lot of dubs in the chat. I have us winning. I have us beating Dallas. It's a cold game. It's going to be in MetLife Stadium. It's going to be cold. I think that game is December 12th or 19th, something. I have us beating Dallas. That moves us to 7-7. Next game in Philadelphia. Next game's in Philadelphia against them tanking ass Eagles, who at that point in the season will be tanking again for a quarterback. What do we got against the Eagles? Yes, the fountain of youth, Brady. Look at all them. That's why you need to ask. Look at all them W's. Look at them all. No, we never win in Philadelphia, guys. Never. We can't beat them in Philadelphia, no matter what we do. We can't beat them in Philadelphia. But you know what? This year, different. We're going to curb stomp their ass in Philadelphia, yeah? Breaking out the brooms and curb stomping Philly. We win that game, and we moved 8-7. We win that game, we moved 8-7. So, yeah, 8-7 at that point. The next game is against the team that by this point in the season, I hope that they suck. I hope they have 3 wins at this point in the year, and that is the Chicago Bears, who we own their first-round pick next year. Chicago Bears, win or loss. A lot of dubs. Need it. Anybody but the Cowboys. There you go, Danny. A lot of W's. Must win. Rick, I didn't put anybody on timeout. My mods might have done that, but I didn't put anybody on timeout. A lot of W's. I also have us winning that game. Their quarterback situation, you don't know what you're getting from Fields. And I'm sure Justin Fields will be playing by this point in the season. I don't think Andy Dalton's going the entire season. But I have us beating Chicago. I think we'll win that game. I have us at 9-7 at that point in the season. And I agree. Justin Fields will be playing. I think. Ty? Let's hope so. Let's hope not, man. I think the NFL needs to get rid of that crap. I think the NFL needs to have an outright winner. The NFL needs to inherit college overtime rules. The NCAA has it right when it comes to overtime, the overtime rules. I love the college overtime. I think that's the way the NFL should do it. But I was winning that game. That moves us to 9-7. Last game of the season. Washington comes into our house. Could be for the division title. It's very possible. This could be for the division. If it is, we don't have to worry about anybody beating Washington for us this time. We can take care of business ourselves. Yeah, I don't like the NFL overtime, Brokey. Not at all. The Dubs in the chat. Dubs. I see LA Lou with a loss. The Danny with a loss. I see a lot of Dubs. Our Giants fan going with the dub? No, MTP. I got a graduation party, man. It sucks that the Lakers are playing at 1:00 in the afternoon. That's just a terrible time for me. You know, it is supposed to be gorgeous. This is supposed to be like 73 and sunny up here, man. There's no way I want to be in the house on a day like that. I also have us winning that game. I have us winning our last 4 games and finishing the year at 10-7. That is what I have. I have us finishing at 10-7. I think this team at the end of the year, like they did last year, I think they get on a roll. I think they get to 10-7. I don't know if that's good enough to win the division, but I think it's good enough to make the playoffs. So I think we're 10-7, and we could definitely be better than that. I mean, it's very possible we could, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's very possible that we can sweep the division. I don't think any of those teams are better than us. They may be as good, but I don't think any of them are better than us. The Rams, I have us losing to the Rams, but that is a winnable game, I think. The Chargers will be a winnable game. I mean, the Dolphins, there's a lot of close. I can see us losing a lot of close games again this year. I don't think we're getting blown out. That game against, like, going to Los Angeles to play the Chargers, that's a game I could actually see us getting killed. We don't play well on the West Coast. We never do. But 10-7. That is where I have us. So I think 10-7 gets us into the playoffs. And hopefully, that's what we need. We need a playoff season. We need to have a winning season. So I definitely do that. What chance do you give DJ to do what Josh Allen did? DJ's not going to do what Josh Allen did. Daniel Jones is not Josh Allen. The better comparison, and Chris has mentioned this a number of times, the better comparison is Baker Mayfield. Daniel Jones is not Josh Allen. Daniel Jones does not have Josh Allen's talent. He doesn't. Doesn't have it. Piss break before ramp. Be right back. All right, I'll wait for you to get back, Dire Giants fan. Giants going 12-5. I hope they do. World Series, yeah, man. That's exactly what I have us 4-2 in the division, sweeping Philadelphia. I was splitting with the Cowboys and Redskins or Washington football team. When is Washington going to get a name? When is Washington going to pick a name? I thought they were going to have a name this year. I thought last year was just because it was like it happened fast and they had to get licensing or whatever. Josh Allen has a big arm. That's it. Josh Allen has a lot more than a big arm. Josh Allen is incredibly gifted athletically. He can run. He can move around in the pocket. He makes great decisions. Josh Allen's talent is one of the best in the league. Josh Allen is a top 5 quarterback. I was very wrong about Josh Allen. Very wrong about him. George Washington football team. Oh, next year they're announcing it. What do I think the floor is for the Giants? 7-10. 7-10. I think that's the floor. I don't think it'll be any worse than that. Big Daddy, thank you for the super chat. Brilly, my man says we have many good players, maybe not a lot of stars. And that's all you need. The Knicks don't have any stars. Look at the Knicks are in the playoffs. Saquon Barkley's a star. I think Leonard Williams and James Bradbury are stars, but you're right. We don't have a lot of superstars. But you know what, Big Daddy? As long as these guys come in and they do their job and they just fill the role, good enough. Good enough. L.A. Lou, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, my man. Brilly, brother. He says there's a strong movement to keep Washington football team. Is there? I don't know why they would keep that. I can't just keep calling them football team, man. Give them a name. That team has been around forever. Can we give Washington a name? They deserve a name. I mean, I have come up with a couple names for Washington. Bro, you know they pick the Cowboys to win the division every year. The media loves Dallas. Oh, they love Dallas. They love them. They love Dallas. They love the Cowboys. And I pick them to go to the Super Bowl every year. I agree, Mario. I don't know if they stink, but every year they pick them to win the division. Every year. They wanted Red Wolves at one point. Yeah, I heard that too. Washington Cockroaches. Yeah. Dallas overrated. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. All right. Let's get into this whole Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones thing. Okay. Where do I even begin with this? So I said on this stream yesterday, people are telling me, oh, Bad Dog, you can't judge him after 4 games. Bad Dog can't judge him after 4 games. You can't judge him after 4 games. So if I can't judge him after 4 games, saying that he's going to suck, and it's not just 4 games, it is his body of work at Oklahoma that I really base my decision on, or I base my thoughts on, is what he did at Oklahoma. Not close to Kyler Murray, not close to Baker Mayfield, not close. The Eagle fans sit there and talk about, oh, he had 52 total touchdowns at Oklahoma. He had 32 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Oklahoma is head and shoulders better than everybody in that conference. It's not close. There is not one team that is close to Oklahoma talent-wise in the Big 12. Not one. He had it very easy. Okay, Oklahoma is by far and away the best team in the Big 12. It is not close. He was throwing to guys like CeeDee Lamb. He had Creed Humphrey on the line. They had one of the best offensive lines in football. They had Trey Sermon. They had Ramondre Stevenson. They had Charleston Rambo. That team was loaded offensively. Defensively, not so much. But offensively, it was great. And of course, you're going to have big numbers when you play against South Dakota, Kansas State, even though I think we lost that game to Kansas State. I can't remember what maybe it was Texas. I forgot what we lost to. But Iowa State, your TCU, Baylor, Texas Tech. You're going to put up big numbers against those teams. What happened when they played LSU? 15 for 31, no touchdowns, an interception. And I forgot how many yards he had. Maybe 200 or something. Not a good quarterback at OU. Not. I watched every game. And every time he would pass, I would sit there and yell at the TV, run. Run. He's better when he runs. Run. I have said this since day one. I didn't think Jalen Hurts was going to be good in the NFL. Had nothing to do with where he went. I said this long before Philadelphia took him, which is why I laughed when they did. I laughed my ass off when they took Jalen Hurts. Why would I do that if I thought Jalen Hurts was going to be good? Why would I make fun of him? Why did I laugh like that? Anthony, thank him to super chat. Brilly. Big 12 not big on defense. Exactly. It's easy when you got CeeDee Lamb running right down the seam, 15 yards wide open. Big 12, not good. His completion percentage went up 8% at Oklahoma as compared to what it was at Alabama. Why? Because the SEC defenses are much tougher. Why did he get benched for a rookie Tua? Why? Not rookie Tua, I'm sorry, freshman Tua. Why? Jalen Hurts doesn't have good mechanics. He's impatient in the pocket. He's loose with the ball. He's terrible down the field. Okay, he doesn't make good decisions with the ball. You know, it's just funny how these Eagle fans it's amazing to me. You can't judge him after 4 games, bad dog. But in the same breath, these Eagle fans say, oh, he's better than Daniel Jones. If I can't judge him after 4 games and tell you he stinks, how can you tell me after 4 games that he's going to be good? How is that possible? How can you tell me you can't judge him and say he stinks after 4 games, only 4 games, but in the same breath, you're going to turn around and go, he's going to be really good after 4 games because he had 2 300-yard games? They lost them both. I had a guy tell me on Brunson's channel today, oh, he dominated New Orleans. The dude went what? I forgot his stats. He threw for 167 yards. He was like 18 out of 34 for 167 yards, a touchdown, interception. There was no dominating New Orleans at all. Both the games he threw for 300 yards, they lost. Here's another one that's funny to me. Because I did some research on a lot of this stuff. Because I know what I'm talking about, but I always like to double check. I always like to fact check myself. Danny fumbles. Turnover Danny. Danny Dimes, turnover machine. Turnover. In 2019, Daniel Jones' rookie season. Daniel Jones, and I don't like PFF. I have said that a number of times. I don't like PFF, but I'm using them for this because I don't know anybody else that keeps track of this statistic. Maybe there's another website that does. I don't know. PFF is the only site that I know that keeps track of turnover-worthy plays. So here's a statistic for all the Eagle fans that sit there and talk about how Daniel Jones is a turnover machine. In 2019, Daniel Jones had 2.21 turnover-worthy plays a game. That sucks. 2.2. That means every game the guy had at least 2 plays that were either a turnover or should have been a turnover. At least 2. That is terrible. That sucks. That's bad. That is a turnover machine. That means he's turning the ball over about 35 times a year. We had 35 turnover-worthy plays. Terrible. That's terrible. That's not good. In 2020, Daniel Jones had 1.21 turnover-worthy plays a game. Still not good. You should be under 1. Still not good, but a much bigger improvement for Daniel Jones. That's why PFF named him the Giants' most improved player. I remember them naming that because he cut down on his turnover-worthy plays by that much. He got better, but that's still not good. He does have a propensity to turn the ball over. He's got to stop it. He's got to stop that. There's no doubt about that. He's got to stop it. There's too many turnovers. There's too many turnover-worthy plays. You lose games by turning it over. Those are bad numbers, right? Those are terrible. That 2.21, that is atrocious. Right? Jalen Hurts last season, do you know what Jalen Hurts had for turnover-worthy plays per game last year? 3.7. 3.7 turnover-worthy plays a game. That is awful. That is almost twice as many as Daniel Jones. Twice as many, as I've said a number of times. 1 fumble every 16 and a half pass attempts for Jalen Hurts. 1 fumble every 40 passing attempts for Daniel Jones. How the hell can you possibly sit there to dirty turnovers? People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. I admit Daniel Jones turns it over too much. I don't sit here and pump up Daniel Jones. Anybody that watches my channel knows this. If there's anybody critical about Daniel Jones, it's me. I'm probably the most, out of all the content creators, I am probably the only one with the balls to say that I criticize him. Nobody else criticizes Daniel Jones. Like, I want to see and wait. I want to make this excuse. I don't care. When he sucks, I tell you he sucks. I don't play favor. I don't care. I know Giants fans criticize me for this, okay? But I don't care because it's just my opinion. When he's bad, I tell you he's bad. 3.7 turnover-worthy plays a game. 3.7. Do you know what that equates to in a football season? About 60 turnover-worthy plays in 16 games. And you're going to sit there and talk about how Daniel Jones turns the ball over? 3.7 turnover-worthy plays a game. 9 fumbles. And he started 4 games. He played 15 games. I know. He came in and he threw a pass in one game. He came in and he ran once. He had 1 rush for 7 yards. So technically, he's in the game. That's why I use the pass attempts for fumbles. Because that'll tell you how much he actually played. The guy had a 52% completion percentage. Daniel Jones' rookie season was way higher than that. I forgot exactly what it was, but it was around 61% completion percentage his rookie season. It's not close. And this is the other thing. I want to talk about with Jalen Hurts. And this, I was thinking about this today. And this is a fact. There is no way anybody's arguing this with me. Because if you argue this, you're full of shit. Eagle fans, you're full of shit if you argue this point with me. If Jalen Hurts was a New York Giant and put up those numbers last year, what are you going to tell me? Are you going to say, bad dog, it's only been 4 games, Jalen Hurts going to be the truth? Bad dog, Jalen Hurts is going to be great. Bad dog, Jalen Hurts is going to be Russell Wilson. If he was wearing a New York Giants jersey, you think Eagle fans are going to sit there and go, he's the next Russell Wilson? That's bullshit, and you know it. You know it. You know you ain't saying that Jalen Hurts would be great if he was going to be a Giant, if he was a Giant. That's how I know they're full of crap. That right there. If Jalen Hurts put those numbers up with the New York Giants last season, there is no way on God's green earth that Eagle fans are going to go, well, bad dog, he's only played 4 games. He's going to be the next Russell Wilson. There ain't no way they're saying that. No way in hell. No way in hell. People are saying bad dog's mad. I'm not mad at all. This is passion, son. This is passion. If you don't know what I'm mad by now as opposed to passion, well, you ain't been here long enough. That's passion. That ain't mad. I ain't mad about anything. He sucks. I'm happy. I'm happy that you got him. And if he's so great and the Eagles franchise really believes in him, why the hell did they try to trade up with the Jets to number 2 to get a quarterback? They stockpiled those picks so that they could get away from Jalen Hurts next year. That is a fact. They will ride with him. They'll have a terrible year, and they'll get a quarterback next year. That's what's going to happen. Jeremiah, thank you for the super chat. Brilly says, angry. Bad dog is calling it like it is. Definitely not a delusional fan. You are Chris is spot on 9 out of 10 times. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. I said that Sam Darnold would stink. I took a lot of flack for that. Took a lot of flack for that one. He does stink. It's a fact, though. Eagle fans, there is no way that they're going to tell me if Jalen Hurts was on the New York Giants that Jalen Hurts was good. There is no way. And that's how I know that they're full of shit. And that's how I know that they're delusional. I don't sit here and tell you that Daniel Jones is going to be the next freaking whatever. I'm not comparing him to Russell Wilson for God's sakes. I talk about Alex Smith for Daniel Jones. These guys talking about Russell Wilson. Where do you get that? Because he can run? He can run. It's the best aspect of his quarterbacking game is that he's mobile. Because he's not a good quarterback. He's a nice gadget quarterback. He can run some wildcat for you. He can make some throws. He can run the ball. He's a backup. He's a good backup. That's what he is. That's what he is. But I find it amusing that they continuously compare him to Daniel Jones and say Daniel Jones sucks. It doesn't matter if Daniel Jones sucks. Daniel Jones being a top 5 quarterback or being a bottom 5 quarterback does not change what Jalen Hurts is. And Eagle fans have to rip Daniel Jones because it makes them feel better about Jalen Hurts. They can talk about, oh, he didn't throw a touchdown for 7 games, and Jalen Hurts threw for 300 yards. And who gives a damn? Jalen Hurts lost both of those games that he threw for 300 yards. Both of them. And then I hear all this, oh, he had to learn a new system. He had to do this. He had to do that. He had to learn a whole new system. Well, he's got to learn a whole new system again this year, doesn't he? So if that's your excuse, then you can expect him to suck again this year because he has to do it again this year. And Daniel Jones had to learn a new system too. Nick DeWitt, thank you for the super chat. Really, he says, I want to hear F the Eagles chants. Oh, at the tailgate, I'm sure you'll get that. I'm sure you'll get that. LA Lou, thank you for the super chat. Really, I think Hurts is better suited for the CFL. I actually said that to somebody. I said, you're just mad because your quarterback's a CFL quarterback. But it's a fact. Those are all facts. Especially the part about Jalen Hurts if he was a Giant. Especially. There is no way they'd be talking about Russell Wilson if he was a Giant. Wouldn't happen. But they can sit there and they can talk about Daniel Jones negatively all they want. I don't know what Daniel Jones is going to be. Them talking negatively about Daniel Jones doesn't do anything to me. I don't care. But trying to use Daniel Jones's lack of success to somehow prove to yourself that Jalen Hurts is going to be a good quarterback makes no sense to me. None. My man LB talking about how the Giants had a 700-yard receiver. Is 700 yards that we're basing good receivers on this year? Daniel Jones was throwing to Austin Mack last year. Undrafted free agent out of Ohio State. Undrafted. Throwing to Austin Mack. Throwing to Dante Pettis. I don't even know who the hell else he was throwing to. Shepard was hurt this year. Golden Tate is suspended or hurt this year. Darius Slayton took a step backwards this year. Evan Ingram killed the Giants and Daniel Jones last year. Killed them. And there is no excuse this year for Daniel Jones. None. He's either good or he's gone. But I can admit this about my quarterback. I have no problem admitting that I don't know what he is. I have no problem that I will waffle and flip-flop on Daniel Jones all season. I will do it all year. I will do it as long as he's a Giant, I'm sure. Because I know what Daniel Jones can do. I know what he can be. You see flashes, but he's too damn inconsistent. Give the kid confidence. Now that he's got some weapons around him, let's hope that he can live up to what the Giants thought he was when they picked him 6th overall. And obviously, a big part of that, his criticism, is the fact that he was picked 6th overall. With good reason. That's a good criticism. If he was drafted in the 2nd round, nobody would care. But he's picked 6th overall, you're expected to do a lot. Dire Giants fan, thank you for the super chat. Really, if Hurts played for Duke, he isn't drafted. 50 completion percentage in DJ's wideout drops. Right, exactly. And I used that when I discussed that Daniel Jones would be better than Dwayne Haskins. And I said that before either one of them took a snap in the NFL. And I got crushed on that video. I got crushed when I said that. And Daniel Jones, as good or bad as he's been, way better than Dwayne Haskins. Way better. But that's a great point, Dire Giants fan. If Hurts played on Duke, he probably isn't drafted. He probably isn't. Amid, thank you for the super chat, brother. Brilly. Jalen Hurts is like a poor man's Taysom Hill. That's a good comparison. I think he is Taysom Hill. I think that's what he is. except for he can't catch passes and he can't play on special teams. But out of the quarterback position, yeah, I think he's similar to Taysom Hill. I said that right along with it. Again, it's gonna. And I have a guy telling me today, he's like, "Oh, I was at the games when you were watching them on TV." I said, "Show me proof," because I don't believe this guy was in Norman, Oklahoma. And I'm going to tell you this: that's great that you went to the games if you really did, and watched Jalen Hurts play when you were in the stadium. But guess what? When I'm watching from my TV or my basement or whatever, and I'm watching on TV, guess what? I see a lot more than you do in the stands. There's replays, numbers of replays. There's slow motion. And I have a much better view of what's going on in the game than sitting there in the stadium. So you can be at the game. Guarantee I've saw more. And again, that's the other thing with Eagle fans. They didn't watch Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma. They look at the numbers. Oh, he's good. Do you know Graham Harrell for Texas Tech in back-to-back seasons threw 55 and 58 touchdowns respectively? Graham Harrell threw over 110 touchdowns in the last 2 years at Texas Tech. Graham Harrell threw 4 passes in the NFL. 4. College numbers don't mean it. Tim Tebow put up great numbers. I know, be telling me, oh, Jalen Hurts is a Heisman finalist. Charlie Ward won a Heisman, played for the Knicks. Danny Werfel won a Heisman. Gino Torretta won a Heisman. Tim Tebow won a Heisman. Are they good NFL quarterbacks? He's a Heisman finalist. On the same team, Murray and Baker, Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield both won the Heisman Trophy. Raw Rebel, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. Sam, I think he meant Sam Darnold, will have a better season than Hurts. Well, that's probably true. Philly 500, Brilly. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Mad Dogs, into the Giants always stink. Love you, buddy. 4 games isn't long enough to know what Hurts is, but I have hope. It's enough for me. I'm not even talking about those 4 games. We're talking about college. We're talking about his time at OU. And I love you, buddy, but 12-5, you are, I think you're on the moon. 12 wins for Philadelphia. You got to be on the moon. You got to be up there with no gravity and no oxygen. 12-5. I don't understand this. 12-5. 11-6. This team was 4-11-1 last year with Carson Wentz, mind you. They were 1-3 with Jalen Hurts. Do you really think that Devontae Smith makes an 8-game difference? 8 games. Do you think that your draft makes you 7 or 8 games better than you were last year because of the draft? Come on, man. There is no way your draft made you 7 or 8 games better. There's no way. You didn't address your secondary. It's trash. Quarterback ain't no good. We were injured, bad dog. We were injured. Oh, because the Giants weren't injured last year. Like I said, it's not like we were throwing undrafted free agents like Austin Mack because our wide receiver core was so thinned out by all the injuries. It's not like we started 3 rookie linemen during the year because we didn't have any injuries or guys held out because of COVID or whatever. They opted out. It's not like we started 3 rookies on a line and their first NFL experience was NFL games. It's not like we had that to deal with. It's not like we lost Saquon Barkley for 14 and a half games either. So, yeah, we had no injuries on the team. Come on. Cody, thank you for the super chat. Really hype for Peppers to turn the slim pooper into dust. Damn right. Oh, he probably will. Because what's going to happen is Jalen Hurts going to throw one high and wide, and Devontae going to go up to catch it, and poor Devontae going to get wrecked. This isn't the Big 12. This isn't the SEC. These cornerbacks are in the NFL are much bigger, stronger, and faster than they are in college. I'm not taking anything away from Devontae Smith. I'm not saying Devontae Smith is going to be a bad receiver at all. I like Devontae Smith. I think Devontae Smith is going to be a good receiver. think Jalen Reagor's trash. I said that right from the beginning. I'm not going to change my mind on that. Jalen Reagor sucks. Nelson Aguilar sucks. How many damn times are you going to draft a wide receiver before it actually works? Are you the Detroit Lions? Because they drafted wide receivers with their first pick, 4 straight years before they got it right with Calvin Johnson? Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Jeremiah, thank you for the super chat. Billy. He says, I am high, but not too high to... 420 crew, you know what to do? Smoke them because you got them. To remember, the Eagles' O-line is old as hell, and they didn't get enough to make it that much better. Good luck, Eagles. Exactly. But that's my point. And like I said, there are nary a few Eagle fans that will actually sit there and give you an honest opinion of their team. It's rare that they don't just look through green-colored glasses, booger green-colored glasses, and say every guy on our team is going to ball out. It's one thing to be optimistic, and I get that. Every team is optimistic. Every fan base is optimistic going into the season. I understand that, and you should be. But at the same time, you also have to be a bit realistic. And as I said, you cannot possibly tell me, Eagle fans, that picked them to win 11 or 12 games this year, that your draft made you 7 or 8 games better. And you don't have Carson Wentz, which is another thing. Not that Wentz is there anymore. They're paying him $33 million to play for the Colts this year. But that's another thing. Oh, Daniel Jones, turn it over. Daniel Jones, he's a turnover. Daniel Jones. How many damn times has Carson Wentz fumbled the ball since he came into the league? But they never talk about that. It was just about Daniel Jones. Again, Eagle fans, deflect. Always. Sabrina, my lady, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Really. She says, love the roundtable. Didn't see many Giants trolls because we don't troll, Sabrina. The New York Giants fan base is the best on YouTube. It is. We don't troll. I will say this. Maybe it is because I'm a Giants fan, maybe. I think the Giants fan base is the most realistic fan base on here. I really do. I think that they are the most realistic. Now, again, when it comes to Daniel Jones, it just doesn't seem like any content creator wants to take a swing and just say, this guy stinks. I have said that a number of times. And then I'll turn around and go, well, he could be good. I tell you, I waffle. I'm a fan. Fans waffle all the time. Fans flip-flop all the time. I'm not an analyst. And I'm going to tell you this too. I'll tell you this right now. If Jalen Hurts ends up being good, I'll admit I was wrong. I'll come out here and say, hey, I was wrong. Jalen Hurts is good. I said it about Josh Allen. I thought Josh Allen would suck. I was completely wrong about Josh Allen. If Jalen Hurts ends up being really good, I'll tell you that. But I can tell you this. If Jalen Hurts sucks, there ain't no way Eagle fans are coming over here and go, you were right about Jalen Hurts, bad dog. Or if Daniel Jones balls out, they're going to come over here and go, oh, Daniel Jones is pretty good. They ain't doing that. I will admit when I'm wrong. I don't care. I'm going to be wrong. I'm human. We're all wrong. Only an insecure, egotistical asswipe is too scared to admit he's wrong. But if you're a man, if you're a woman, if you have any confidence at all, and any whatever, confidence, that's the word I was looking for. You have no problem going, yeah, I was wrong about that. Listen, and I'm going to tell you this too, guys. I'm married, right? I've been married for almost 14 years. I've been with my wife 21 years. 21 years. I am used to being wrong. You married guys out there, you know what I'm talking about. If you're married, you're wrong a lot. Even when you're right, you're wrong. Even when you're right, you're wrong when you're married. When my wife, and I love her to death, my wife tells me, you were right. I'm always like, whoa, can we record that, please? Can I get a video? You were right? What? Now, I will admit this. Most of the time, she is right. Most of the time. Philly, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, I never said, somebody told me you said 12 wins. He said, I said between 7 and 11 wins depends on Jalen and health. And yes, it makes a difference. 3 to 4 win improvement is possible. Yeah, 3 to 4. It's possible. But, 11? No, not happening. Not happening. Philly, thank you for the super chat. Billy, bullcrap, man. Like, I always admit when I'm wrong. I'll come on and admit it. What do you mean? I didn't say you. I didn't say Philly 500. But yeah, when? What were you wrong about? I'm just curious. I don't remember. Because I don't remember. I really don't. I don't remember. Were you wrong about Carson Wentz? Like I don't know. I was wrong about Carson Wentz, but we'll see what Carson Wentz is when he goes to Indianapolis. I still think Carson Wentz can ball out. Oh, did you admit that Jalen Reagor sucks yet? He sucks. Did you admit that you were wrong not wanting Justin Jefferson? Reagor stinks. Stinks. I love Philly 500. Philly, listen. There you go. That's why you're the best. Philly 500. November 28th. The Eagles play the Giants at MetLife Stadium. A lot of us are going to that game, Philly. A lot of us. That's the game that we decided to do the tailgate thing at, the content creators and the people on YouTube. You got to find a way to fly out. Now, I know that would be difficult because it's Thanksgiving weekend. I'm almost positive, which sucks. But I would absolutely love to have Philly 500 at that game. Would love it. I would love Philly 500 to be at that game. That'd be the best. I know. Floyd says, I knew Jalen sucked when he had a 50% catch rate in the Big 12. It's not good. It's not good. But he's just not. He's just not. Who has a better year, Tebow or well, Tebow's going to be a tight end. Tebow, I'll tell you what, Johnny. Hurts will have a better year than Tebow. Tebow. Hurts will have a better record. Will have a better year than Tebow because Tebow was brought in there to sell tickets. Hurts will be better than Tebow. Hurts will be better than Tebow. Yeah, Philly, I'd love to have you there, man. Because then we could do our beer vlog, man. Then we could do our beer vlog. Then we could do our beer vlog. Here we go. You again with the stats. What stats? The turnover-worthy plays? What do you want to base these quarterbacks on? What do you want to base them on, Justin? Because I can tell you this right now. I don't base Jalen Hurts on numbers. Jalen Hurts put up great numbers at OU, and I thought he sucked there. So it doesn't matter. You again with the stats. No stats. He put up massive numbers at OU. That's why he was a Heisman finalist. He scored 50. He had 52 total touchdowns. And I still thought that he was way below Kyler Murray and Baker Mayfield. I still thought he was a fourth-round talent. So don't talk to me about you again with the stats. So what do you want to base it on? Because he had great numbers at college, and I still don't think he's good. So what do you want to base it on? What do you want to base it on? Because he had 300-yard game. What are you basing on? He was 1-3 as a starter. What do you want to base it on? What are we basing Jalen Hurts on then, Justin? I'll wait. You tell me what we're basing him on here. If it's not stats, when I'm telling you he had great stats at Oklahoma, and I still don't care for him. Andrew, thank you for the super chat. Really, just got to hear what I missed. You missed a really good rant about Jalen Hurts and Daniel Jones. You missed a really good one there. Then Eagle fans can get pissed off. I don't care. That's the funny thing, too. Giants fans are mad. No, we're not mad. You're mad. They get mad when I rip on Jalen Hurts. They get mad about that. They get mad on that. Not me. They can make fun of Daniel Jones all they want. And you guys know, I've given Daniel Jones hell. Has there been? I'll ask you, Giants fans, this, because maybe I'm missing somebody when it comes to Daniel Jones. I'll ask you, Giants fans, this that watch content creators. Has there been a content creator on YouTube that has criticized Daniel Jones more than me? Maybe there has been, and I haven't seen it. Has there been a Giants content creator that has given Daniel Jones more criticism, more hell than I have? I think I'm pretty fair with Daniel Jones' assessment. I think Daniel Jones has a lot of talent. Fisk, well, I must have missed that because Fisk is saying that Daniel Jones is Peyton Manning with legs. Oh, Bengal. Okay. I know who Bengal is, but I don't watch a lot of his stuff. Cobb gave him criticism too. I missed that too. But I thought Cobb liked Daniel Jones. I didn't know that he hated Daniel Jones. I don't hate Daniel Jones though. Victor. I don't hate Daniel Jones. I don't hate him at all. I like Daniel Jones, which is why I'm so critical of him. I think that Daniel Jones has enough talent to succeed in the league, which is why I'm so critical of him. That's why. But I definitely don't hate Daniel Jones at all. I like Daniel Jones. I want Daniel Jones to be good. I'm just not sure that he will be. We will know this year. We will know. There is no more excuses. There is no, these Giants fans that want to stick up for Daniel Jones and talk about this and talk about that and give him, there is no more excuses. I don't want to hear about the offensive line wasn't fixed. They did everything but that. They couldn't fix that offensive line. What were they going to do? I guess they could have taken Rashawn Slater. I personally would have done that. But the haul that they got to move back to 19 or to 20 rather, you can't pass that up. You can't pass that up. Can't. You can't pass up the haul that the Giants got in the first two rounds. It's probably one of I forgot which NFL analyst said this, but they said that Dave Gettleman's day 2 was one of the best days that GM had in a long time in the draft. You can't. The Giants traded back, got Kadarius Toney. I mean, if Devontae Smith, people are saying we don't need a wide receiver. If Devontae Smith was there at 11, the Giants were taking him at 11. The Giants were taking him. So we would have had a wide receiver. They were taking Devontae Smith. They ended up with Kadarius Toney and a first, a fourth, and a fifth. They used a 5th round pick to move up to get Aaron Robinson, somebody that Philadelphia wanted. Supposedly a very, very physical, good cornerback. I talked to some guys that watch UCF, like UCF Jaguar. I asked them about it. They said you're going to like him. He's a very hard worker. He's very, very physical. And looking at the film and listening to a lot of things, he failed because, in college, because they just put him on an island. They put him one-on-one against guys in the slot. There was nothing he could do about that. But a lot of people like Aaron Robinson. And they were able to trade back to 50 and get Azeez Ojulari, which a lot of Giants fans wanted at 20. So I will take what the Giants did in the draft over getting the offensive lineman. And then obviously once you get in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, the linemen may be good, they might not be good. If you wanted to take a lineman, it is what it is. What's not true, Nick? They wouldn't have taken Devontae Smith? I think they would have taken Devontae Smith if he was there at 11. I think if Philadelphia doesn't trade up, I think they do that. Q-Dog, thank you for super chat. Billy, who wanted Daniel Jones? Nobody that I know, Q-Dog. Nobody that I know. Oh, the comment on the screen. I don't remember what comment I had on the screen. I forgot which comment I had on the screen. Was it that Comp hates Daniel Jones? I didn't think he hated Daniel Jones. Yeah, well, I think we would have taken Devontae. Yeah, Chris, listen, there's a lot of Giants fans that wanted a lineman, and I don't blame them. That is the biggest. There is no doubt. Me picking the Giants to go 10-7 this year all rests on that offensive line and Daniel Jones. Those are the 2 biggest question marks we have going into this year. I don't think anybody can sit there and worry about our defense. Some guys that think that because they let Dalvin Tomlinson walk, our defense is going to fail, you're crazy. Our secondary is stacked. The Giants almost have too many linebackers as well, because you're going to get Zemenis back, you're going to get Lorenzo Carter back, you got Azeez Ojulari there, you got Blake Martinez, you got Reggie Ragland. The line, you got Leonard Williams, you got BJ Hill, you picked up a Dengbo from Minnesota. You got Dexter Lawrence. The Giants defense is going to be really good. Really good. I don't think that's a question mark, especially that secondary. You get a healthy Xavier McKinney all year, hopefully. Going to be really good. Kenny Golladay, dude's a beast. Dude wins 50-50 balls all the time. Averages almost 17 yards a catch. He's a big, tall threat in the red zone. 6'4". You got one of the better slot receivers in the league in Sterling Shepard. You added a speedster in John Ross. You drafted a Swiss Army knife in Kadarius Toney. And if Darius Slayton can revert back to what he was his rookie season, the Giants have one of the deepest wide receiver cores in the league as well. And then with Saquon Barkley, if he's healthy, well, there's no doubt about it. That guy's one of the most talented running backs, if not the most talented running back in the league. That stuff is good if they're healthy. But all of that hinges on that offensive line. Joe Judge believes in the offensive line. Dave Gettleman believes in the offensive line. We'll see. We'll see. And Nick, we'll see. We'll see about Dalvin Tomlinson. I don't think that that's that big of a deal. He was a nice player. I like Dalvin, but I like Leonard better. And I think that B.J. Hill, Dalvin Tomlinson was a lot of a run stuffer. He had 2.5, 3.5 sacks last year. I don't think it's going to be a huge blow. I think that they're going to miss him a little bit. They didn't replace him with anybody better than him. But at the same time, that defensive line should be deep enough to pick up that hole. B.J. Hill is not a bad player. And I love Dexter Lawrence. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going to find out. I still don't think it's that big of a loss. L.A. Lou, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate it, brother. Really, my man. Bold prediction, I just told Philly 500 that Hurts isn't their future quarterback, but I think they have their future quarterback and undrafted free agent Jamie Newman. He has the tools to be a better pro than college quarterback. Well, L.A. Lou, you should ask your cousin, Uncle Lou, about that. Uncle Lou going to tell you that Jamie Newman's going to be terrible. You guys want... I've said this, too, about Jalen Hurts. Eagle fans, if there's any left in here after my rant, don't take my word for it. Don't take my word for Jalen Hurts. Don't. Go ask a Sooners fan. Go ask any Oklahoma Sooner fan who the worst of the three is between Murray, Baker Mayfield, and Jalen Hurts. And even ask an Oklahoma Sooner fan if they think that Hurts is better than Spencer Rattler. Because I guarantee you 90% of the Sooners fans are going to tell you that Hurts is the worst of the four. Ask a Sooners fan. Don't ask me. If you think that I'm doing this because I'm a Giants fan and I'm biased against the Eagles, and if I was biased, I'd tell you. But Jalen Hurts, I didn't like him before he was an Eagle. Ask a Sooner fan. Go ask the Sooners fans what they think of Jalen Hurts. You don't need to take my word for it. They watch the guy. Yo, we're getting raided. Yo, Rocha, what's going on, my man? I see 49 to raid now. Rocha, what's good, buddy? My man, Rocha. You guys know what to do. You hit the like and hit the subscribe button. Let's go. We might have Lakers-Warriors play-in series. That'd be pretty amazing. That'd be pretty fun. Rocha, you the man. I appreciate it, buddy. I'm on StreamYard, though. I'm not seeing it all. But I appreciate you, the man, Rocha. Rocha is the Laker version, or the Warrior version of Laker Dog. Does every Warriors game. Awesome guy. Freaking love Rocha. Rocha's the shit, man. Rocha's the man. I appreciate you, buddy. Brilly. Anthony. Brilly. One Philly 500 opinion on why the Eagles tried to trade up if they think Hurts is the man. Oh, yeah, I talked about that too. It's a good question. I don't think they think he's the man. I think they're going to ride with him this year, and I think they're going to move on from him, or he's going to be the backup. I really do. JR, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Brilly. Late as always, saying what's up. What do you think of Genghis Benjamin? At tight end, kind of overkill. Yeah. The Giants always like to bring in all those guys at tight end. They do. I think that's more for blocking. Remember they brought in Eric Tomlinson last year from the Jets? I think that's the same kind of move, JR. I think it's just for depth. I think it's for blocking. They just need to fill out the roster, and he probably won't make the team. He probably won't make the team. Dylan, thank you for the super chat. Really, Eagles fans talk crap when it's convenient for them. Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. 69ers raid, very nice. Where's Ivana? Ivana's only here with me for the Lakers. Ivana doesn't come in for Giant streams. Ivana's only here for the Lakers. Ivana's great, though. Yes, she is. What happened here? My chat froze? There it goes. There it goes. Thoughts on Brett Hagee? Again, I mean, you know, it's funny. It's funny. Oh, I missed a super chat in there. New York Giants forever, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate you. Brilly, my man. Says Eagle fans bashing Jones is ironic since he arguably had his two best games of the season against Philly last year. Ingram dropped the dime. Oh, yeah. Well, I mentioned this to Brunson yesterday. Oh, shoot, I just lost my chat. I mentioned this to Brunson yesterday. Oh, there it is. Because he said Hurts had a 100-yard rushing game. He said he saw Hurts have a 100-yard rushing game. I said Daniel Jones had a 100-yard rushing game against the Eagles. Daniel Jones ran all over the Eagles last year. He tripped on the 80-yard run. Remember that one? That was a good one. Or 70-yard run, whatever it was. He tripped on that one. Should have a touchdown. And then he ran one in from 33 yards out the second time they played. Yeah, I like the pickup, Big Daddy. Oh, that's what I was going to say about Brett Hagee. So it seems like the Giants did this year what they did last year just with the wide receivers. Remember, we didn't draft the wide receiver. We brought in 3 undrafted free agents. Austin Mack, Derek Dillon. Oh, shoot. Who's the other? Damn it. Who was the other Ohio State guy we brought in? Damn it. I forget. And then, of course, we brought in Ryson's John. Who the hell was the other? He didn't make it. Austin Mack was the only guy that made it. Carlos's Vids, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Brilly. He says, with Saquon's injury, the Giants better not F around and have a solid 4th running back for the practice squad. I can't lie. I don't have any faith in the rookie we just drafted. Yeah, Brightwell. I had a couple of Arizona guys come in, and they said he runs hard. He's a downhill runner, but he's not flashy. Oh, Benjamin Victor, thank you. Thank you, guys. Benjamin Victor. I could not remember the guy's name for whatever reason. I could not remember it. Benjamin Victor was actually supposed to be the better of the two, but he never made the team, or he didn't get on the field, I should say. But yeah, I agree, Carlos. That's why I wanted them to draft the running back. That's why I was so high on Trey Sermon. I really liked Trey Sermon a lot in this draft. And I liked Roundtree as well out of Missouri or Mississippi. But I don't know. I want to Trey Sermon, but they could definitely use another running back. I'm not sold on Devontae Booker either. Let's just hope that he's healthy, Carlos. That's what we got to hope. Dominic, thank you for dropping links to my Instagram and Twitter. You guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My man Dominic Pope just dropped the links. So follow me there. I'll follow you back. You can see what Bad Dog looks like when he's jacked or when he's in a tank top in real life, not on YouTube. You can see what I look like. Ready for the summer? Dire Giants fan, thank you for the super chat. Brilly. He says, by the end of the year, and you're 85% sure that DJ is the guy, you sign him to a long-term contract, or do you reset the rookie quarterback clock? I think it depends on where the Giants draft or where the Bears draft and what quarterbacks are available. I think that has a lot to do with it, Dire Giants fan. But if we're that high on Daniel Jones and they're 85% sure, I think he comes back. I don't think you want to reset because then you're kind of rebuilding again. But if we're that high on Daniel Jones, if we're 85%, I think maybe they don't sign him, maybe they just pick up his option, and let him go, through his year 4, and then wait to see if they extend him after year 4. So I would wait. But if they're 85% sure, yeah, if they're that sure about Daniel Jones, then I think that they should re-sign him. What was I going to say? Somebody asked me thoughts on Spencer Rattler. You know, it's funny. They already have they already do the mock drafts for 2022. Some people have Spencer Rattler going to the Giants. I see a lot of Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler is going to be a good quarterback in the NFL. I don't think Spencer Rattler is as good as Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray, but I definitely think that Spencer Rattler could be a very good quarterback in the NFL. I still think Baker Mayfield, the best is ahead. Kyler is going to be a superstar. I love Kyler Murray. I think the best years are still ahead for Baker Mayfield. I don't think you've seen the best of Baker yet. But I like Spencer Rattler. I think he'd be very good. I don't think Spencer Rattler will ever be an elite guy, but definitely. Yeah, Brightwell, Jonathan Stewart. I mean, I can see that. It's pretty much what you're going to get in the 5th round. I wish the Giants would have given Javon Leake a chance last year. I love Javon Leake. I don't know why the Giants didn't give him a shot. But again, they're in their position for a reason, and I'm on YouTube for a reason. So they must have saw something in Javon Leake that they didn't like. But I always wondered why Javon Leake did not get a shake with the Giants, especially since they must have really. And it's funny because Joe Judge seemed like he was very high on him in training camp. They brought in Devontae Freeman. They brought in Alfred Morris. You know, they were bringing guys off the scrap heap to come in here and run. Why didn't they give Javon Leake a chance? I don't know. Yeah, Joseph. I mean, I don't understand. I don't know why they didn't give him a shot. But like I said, there must have been a reason. There must have been a reason. LA Lou, always thank you for dropping that disclaimer, man. Appreciate that. Here's a look at this. There it is. Robert Dredden's an Eagles fan, mind you. There are some legitimate Eagle fans on here. There are some. They're far and few between. Robert's one of them. He says that wide receiver from Florida is going to be a beast. There is an unbiased opinion from an Eagles fan. There you go. They do exist. They do. Yeah, Dire Giants fan. No, New York Giants is gonna. New York Giants they almost have 100,000 subscribers, so they're gonna get their check mark very soon. Like I said, I'm hoping by Christmas, New Year's, I'm hoping in about 8 months that I'm at 100,000. I think that's possible. It'd be tough. It'd be Are you sure that he ain't talking about the undrafted? No, I'm sure he's not talking about him. The Lakers would absolutely destroy the Warriors. I think the Lakers beat the Warriors. I think that a healthy Laker team going to beat anybody. That's a fact. I think the Lakers will beat anybody. But the Warriors, I mean, you never know. The one thing you got to worry about with the Warriors is Steph Curry can go off for any time, drop 60 on your ass. But I think the Lakers are a better overall team than the Warriors. There we go. How much did you pay Louis T to go off on Brunson? Dude was fire. Oh, I don't need to pay Louis T anything. Louis T always goes off on Brunson. For those of you who don't know, I've worked that round table a few times. I've had that round table, that group of guys on my channel twice. And you can go back and watch it. Louis T went off on him last time. We did one during the off season, and then we did one in the middle. We did one in the middle of the season with those guys. I love I absolutely love that roundtable. I love working with those guys. That's a lot of fun. Law Nation, Louis T. Lord, they're all great dudes. They're legit. Like, I really like those guys. I enjoy chopping it up with them a lot. I do. They're a lot of fun, man. And it's always a good discussion. I like that. I like that group of guys a lot. He said Brunson said Jalen Hurts is at worst Dak Prescott. I don't know, man. LB just thinks everybody's going to be great. Let me change this. There we go. I think that's why Louis T goes off on him like that. How insane was it saying? I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how after 1 year you can. This is what I don't understand though. This is where I don't understand Eagles fans. Chase Young's a bust, but Jalen Hurts is going to be good. How? Chase Young played 1 year, had 7.5 sacks, and was a beast against the run. 7.5 sacks as a rookie, beast against the run. He's a bust. I don't understand what that means. I don't understand how you can call him a bust after 1 year and then turn around and say Jalen Hurts is going to be good after 4 games. I don't get that. Either you say you got to wait on Hurts to see what he is, and same thing with Chase Young, or you say Chase Young's a bust, Jalen Hurts is a bust. Jalen Reagor's a bust. Jalen Reagor had 31 catches for less than 400 yards last year and 1 touchdown. It's trash. It's trash. So if you're going to say Chase Young's a bust, Jalen Reagor's a bust. I didn't see the Flippers loss to the Rockets. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see that, Lego. I didn't even see that. Can I have a roundtable with Marco? I did that before, but like I said, once the basketball season's over, Victor, I'll definitely have more time. The Lakers do take up a lot of my time, so once that's over and we get closer to football, I would love to do it. I think Philly 500 and Ed Oliver are pretty easy. They're usually down. Philly 500 is always very accommodating to me. He's always willing to work. So with me, Philly 500 Ed Oliver, I know I get. Mark Holmes is a little bit more tricky because Mark's always very busy. But yeah, I would love to do that again. I like working with those guys. I like the roundtables, and there was, again, maybe I missed somebody. There was nobody doing NFC East roundtables for me. There was nothing like that on YouTube with division rivals doing a roundtable. And when I saw the New York Giants did it, I said, yep, they watch. I said, the New York Giants are watching. They're watching content creators when they did that, when they brought in the NFC East people. Bruns was saying that Hurts is better than Dak, but during a roundtable, Loss said Dak is the best quarterback in this division. He agreed. LB talks a lot when nobody's around. I didn't see LB's live stream today, but yes, if he said that, yes. Yeah, I don't know which one he believes in. Because he did agree with Dak being number 1. And he even said Fitzpatrick might be number 2. He even said that. He said Fitzpatrick might be number 2, but I just don't consider him because he's like a veteran. But yeah. So he even came out and pretty much said that he thinks Fitzpatrick is better than Jalen Hurts. I don't know. The Eagles fans are funny. Eagles fans are good. The Rockets beat the Clippers 121-115. That's good. The Flippers suck. I still don't want them in the first round, Elio. I'd still rather have the Suns. Standings predictions. I mean, I'd have to look at Dallas's and Washington's schedule. I have the Giants going 10-7. And a lot of that depends on our offensive line and Daniel Jones. Those are question marks. Every team in this division has question marks. Every one of them. Dallas still has massive questions on defense. They didn't really need Micah Parsons. Obviously, luxury pick, and I loved Micah Parsons. I like Kelvin Joseph as well. They're both head cases, though. They got to stay. They have to be okay. Dallas did take a lineman, I believe, and he's also a head case. They got a lot of character problems on Dallas. I still don't know what that defense is going to be. I still think Dallas's defense is a big question. I think their offense can outscore anybody. A healthy Dak Prescott, a healthy Ezekiel Elliott, CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, Amari Cooper. That's a good offense. So if Dallas's defense holds up, they could be 11-6. I think. Washington? I think that Washington, biggest question is Ryan Fitzpatrick. And I'm not sold on their offensive line either. Their defense is very good. I like Antonio Gibson in the backfield a lot. I like Terry McLaurin. I think Terry McLaurin is one of the best receivers in this division. But Fitzpatrick is a guy that can get really hot and then really cold. So again, I think the biggest question with them is their offense in that quarterback spot. I mean, think about it. If Philadelphia doesn't tank that game and somehow pulls it out, Washington has Justin Fields. Washington would have ended up with Justin Fields. So yeah, I don't know. But that's a big question. But if he's good, they could be 11-6. I think the NFC East will be better, way better this year than it was last year. Way better. Way better. There'll be a lot of respect in this. I think that 3 teams can come out of this division and make the playoffs. Honestly. That's how much I think that these teams improved, but we'll see. Sticky fingertips. Okay, I won't do it. Dire Giants fan, thank you for the super chat. Really, viewership is switching to uncensored, unfiltered, authentic fan content from Media BS. The media knows it. It's a great point. It's a great point, Dire Giants fan. They are. And why wouldn't you? We can speak our minds. They can't. I say that all the time. Guys are like, you should be on ESPN, or somebody said that in the Giants thing. Something about, I forget what they said. I think it was Kid Blue said, well, this doesn't do us any favors, or this isn't good for us. And I said, no, it's the complete opposite. I think it is good for us. I think that this shows that they do watch and they do know, and they, being the Giants or whoever, they can't be biased. They can't. Somebody working for the New York Giants can't come out in a video and go, Daniel Jones sucks. They can't do that. I can. I may get crucified for it, but I can say it. They can't. I can come out here and go, Philly can eat a shit sandwich. They can't say that. I can. They can't say that. I can do it though. So yeah. It's a lot of fun. But you're right, Dire Giants fan. You're right, man. Even 500, who I like, has been an extra homer this offseason after they traded up. He got drunk of power. They love that they got Devontae Smith. They love it. They love it. Joseph, Lakers aren't playing right now. Lakers play tomorrow. They play tomorrow at 1. I'm not gonna be home. It's the middle of the afternoon on a Saturday. I'm not gonna be home. I stream the night games. I'll be live Sunday when they play the Pelicans, but tomorrow's just bad time. 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. Who the hell does that? I don't know. Giants going 5-0. I hope so. I'm 3-2 after the first 5 games. Queez, the Yankees did win, yes. Yeah, Squintle 1K, what's going on, man? Yeah, I usually call a lot of late games, but I do a lot of Giants content. A lot of it. We don't play the Flippers in the first round since they lost to the Rockets, so we good. They moved to 4th? Did they fall back to 4th? I don't know the standings. I've been just keeping track of the Lakers. Did they move to 4th? I love the Giants, but y'all not beating my Broncos week 1. I beg to differ, sir. I beg to differ. Let me check this real quick. One son, man. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I really appreciate it. Really, what do I think of Aziz? I love him. I love that pick at 50. You tell me going into, like I said, I mentioned this before once, son. You tell me after the first 2 rounds that we end up with Kadarius Toney, Aziz Ojulari, and 4 extra picks for next year. Now, obviously, we traded one of them away, but this is before we get to the 3rd round. So you're telling me after the first 2 rounds that I got Kadarius Toney, Aziz Ojulari, and 4 picks next year, including a first-round pick from the Bears? I love it. But I like Aziz Ojulari a lot. I know Uncle Lou likes him a lot. And Uncle Lou is my guy for Georgia Bulldog stuff. And we all know the Giants take a Bulldog every year. DeAndre Baker, Andrew Thomas, Aziz Ojulari. We love Georgia players. So don't be surprised if the Giants draft George. Well, Pickens is kind of a head case, so they probably won't draft George Pickens. I wish they would have drafted Nick Chubb. That would have been nice. No offense to Saquon, but hindsight being 2020, I wish we would have got Quentin Nelson and Nick Chubb. That would have been freaking awesome. I am too, dire Giants fan. I am too, sir. I'm pumped to meet you. Well, not to meet you. I met you. What am I talking about? I'm pumped to see you again, sir. What the hell am I talking about? I met you not last year, 2 years ago. God, it's been 2 years already. That's crazy. I know my man Dire Giant, man. He's gonna get there a night early. We're gonna do some drinking. Slink says the media's lost touch. They just want to push and sell narratives to create stories regardless of any truth. Fan content is authentic, gets to the point without the BS. Great job. Thank you, Slink. I appreciate that. And I agree. And the other thing is, outside of like beat writers and stuff, we watch our teams. We're not ESPN, who is like broad sports. So you can really find out a lot about your team from your content creators. If I want Cowboy stuff, I'm not going to ESPN. I'm going to Law Nation, going to Mark Holmes. That's where I'm going for those things. I want Washington stuff. Hey, I'm watching my Washington guys. I'm watching Louis T. I'm watching Street Scores. I'm watching Ed Oliver. I'm watching Pedro Schmidt, I think his name is. And I'm watching those guys. I want Eagles content. I don't really know where to go to get honest Eagles content. I don't really know. If I want an unbiased opinion of the Eagles, I still don't know where the hell to go for that. I always have to needle Philly. I can't help myself. Nobody needles that fan base as good as me. Nobody. I have to do that. That is in my blood. Street Scores is great. I had Street Scores on the channel. He was part of a roundtable. I'd like to get him back on the channel. He's good. I can't help it. I got Dire Giants fan, guys, it's got to be done. You got to do it. It's the NFC East, man. No love loss here. No love loss. Barkley going off the season? I hope so. The Giant guy says the Eagles are the only team to have 4 games in 17 days, no rest at all, and play the Bucks and Chiefs. Tell them good luck. The one thing I'm going to say about the Eagles, they're going to win a game this year. that they have no business winning. They do it every year. They beat Green Bay a couple years ago. No business beating Green Bay. They beat New Orleans last year. No business beating New Orleans. In New Orleans. No business winning that game. But they did it. So expect that. You want to get paid off on a bet this year? One of those games that the Eagles should have no chance, where they're like an 11.5-point dog or 12-point dog, bet them on the money line. It's going to happen. It's going to be a game like against the Bucs. For whatever reason. For whatever reason, it's that type of game where the Eagles are 2 touchdown underdogs and they have no chance, and somehow they pull it out. That happens every year. Justin Jefferson better than CeeDee Lamb? No. CeeDee Lamb is the man. CeeDee Lamb will be the best receiver in that draft. Justin Jefferson had a great year, though. Justin Jefferson's good. Justin Jefferson's a real deal. But you know what, Matthew? I'll be honest. That could be my Sooner bias. I'm not gonna lie. That could easily be my Sooner bias. But I love CeeDee Lamb, and I thought he was the best receiver coming out of that draft class last year. But I got much respect for Justin Jefferson. Kid balled out. Kid had the best year of all the rookie receivers last year. I need to be on Sports Center. I appreciate that, Quintel, but like I said, nah, brother, because I can't be me. If that's it. Yo, look at Philly 500. Look at Philly 500. Yo, Philly. Where am I? Philly 500. Brilly. Thank you, my man. I really appreciate that. Philly 500. Welcome to the Dog Pound, sir. The Dog Pound members at? Where are you at? Welcome, Philly 500 into the Dog Pound. Woo, Philly. Let's go. Philly, get your ass to MetLife Stadium on November 28th. I would love to hang out with Philly 500. I love Philly 500. How do you not love Philly 500? Seriously. How do you not? I know he's an Eagle fan. I know that's a flaw. We all have flaws. All of us. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. Not even Philly 500. How do you not love that guy? That guy, I mean, seriously. Like, it's funny to watch Philly 500 do an Eagle stream because he actually does get mad. Like, he gets pissed. Like, he calls me a mad dog. That guy gets every bit as mad as I do when the Eagles are playing poorly. Every bit. Every bit as mad as me. Watch him or you talking, you can never imagine him getting mad. Like, I can never imagine Philly 500 being mad ever, because he's just such a happy-go-lucky guy, just a genuinely nice guy. So I can't ever picture him. I can't ever picture him being mad. But man, you think I go off and get pissed at the Giants? He gets every bit as mad as I do when the Eagles stink. Every bit. It's awesome. Dominic, thanks for dropping a link to Philly 500's channel. If you guys aren't subscribed to Philly 500, do yourself a favor. Subscribe. He's great. Philly 500 is awesome. He's good people. He's really good people. He's just like me. Guy works his ass off. Guy has a job. Guy has a family. Building this channel on YouTube. It's a lot of work. Much respect to what he does. Much respect to all the content creators that put in that work, especially the ones that work a full-time job on top of putting into content and trying to raise a family. That stuff's not easy. I can speak to that. That's not easy. So I do. I love Philly 500, man. He's awesome. Of course, obviously we're going to needle each other. I mean, it's the Giants and Eagles, man. What else would you expect? But I love the guy. He's great. Jamar Chase is better than CeeDee Lamb. What are we basing this on? Has Jamar Chase taken one snap in the NFL? What are we basing that on? I'm just curious. Especially since Jamar Chase didn't play last year. I'm not saying Jamar Chase isn't a beast. I absolutely think Jamar Chase is a beast. But I don't know how we can say he's better than CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb had a very successful rookie season in the NFL. And remember, 2/3 of the season, he had Andy Dalton throwing him. Not even Andy Dalton. Who the hell was the other guy? Who the hell was their third string quarterback? I don't even remember who the hell that guy was. He was an Italian kid. What the hell was his name? Kevin, thank you for the super chat. By the way, great name. Brilly. What game's he going to? The Philadelphia game. Definitely going to that one. Definitely going to the Philadelphia, November 28th. I don't know about the rest of them. Danucci, yes, thank you. Yes. So CeeDee Lamb for 2/3 of the season had Danucci and Dalton throwing him. And he still had a very successful season. So I know what CeeDee Lamb can do. We don't know what Jamar Chase can do. And I'll be honest, Jamar Chase is going to be in a little bit of a worse situation than CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb came into an offense that's already established, and Jamar Chase is going to Cincinnati where they still have a lot of holes and a quarterback coming off a torn ACL. So CeeDee Lamb's in a better situation. I'm not saying Jamar Chase can't be a beast. Absolutely. And can he be better than CeeDee Lamb? Absolutely. But is he better than him now? Can't say that yet. Zach R, thank you for becoming a member, my man. Brilly. The kennel filling up tonight, man. Really appreciate it, Zach. Welcome to the Dog Pound, sir. Dog Pound members, where you at? Welcome, Zach R, into the Dog Pound. Whoo. Let's go, baby. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. Do I listen to Judas Priest? As a matter of fact, I do. When I'm at the gym, Judas Priest is on the playlist. Yes, it is. Quite a few of them. We got Some Heads Are Gonna Roll, Turbo Lover. Heads Are Gonna Roll, Turbo Lover. You Got Another Thing Coming, Headed Out to the Highway. Those are the four Priest songs that I listen to when I'm there. I also listen to Iron Maiden, Metallica, AC/DC. And then if I want to listen to some hardcore rap, I also have that on there too. But those are usually the two things that I listen to when I'm at the gym. You got to listen to that angry, aggressive music, get your adrenaline pumping. Where that's I missed that one. I wanted to put that up there. Law Nation, give me new respect for Cowboys fans. He's down in the rough. Law Nation is great. Yes. Law Nation is great. He is really good. And Law Nation, every time we do a roundtable with Law Nation, all I keep thinking to myself is Law Nation needs to be on the radio, like a DJ. He has got that voice. Law Nation has he has that voice. When we do the roundtable, I just think of like me driving home, and just listening to like a radio, like a jazz station or something, and Law Nation comes on. And is just I don't know, man. He's got the voice for it. Chris, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Congrats on 60K. We're almost at 61K. That's how incredible that stream was the other night. I went in there with just under 60,000 subscribers. And we walked out of that stream at almost 61,000 subscribers. That was crazy. That stream was insane. I still can't get over that. 14,500 people were in there. That's craziness. That's crazy. Jamar Chase isn't going to be the best receiver out of this draft, mark my words. Might not be. I like the Jalen Waddle the best out of those three receivers. But it could be Jalen Waddle. It could be Devontae Smith. It could be those guys. It could be Kadarius Toney. That'd be the best if that happened. It could be Rashad Bateman. It could be Elijah Moore. You don't know. A lot of receivers that go early in the draft don't succeed. A lot of them don't. Oh, you know what else is great? So I didn't get to address it. These are the type of things that make me laugh about Eagle fans. Now, I didn't get to address it because I was on the round table, but I saw it out of the corner of my eye when I looked in the chat. When I mentioned Kadarius Toney is like a Tavon Austin type of receiver. Then I said, well, I don't want to compare him to Tavon Austin because Tavon Austin was a bust. Some nincompoop in the chat says, oh, Giants fans, some Giants fans are so stupid. Tavon Austin was not a bust. I had to actually type in the chat. I actually had to look up his stats and type it in the chat to let this guy know how foolish he was. Now, he's probably gone by the time he saw it. Eight seasons, the guy was drafted 8th overall. In eight seasons, he has 220 receptions or somewhere around there. 220 receptions. He averages less than 30 receptions a year for his entire career. He has about 2,000 yards receiving, which is about 250 yards a year. And he has 15 touchdowns in 8 years. And he's not a bust? Yeah. That shows you how foolish some people are. Some people really need to just get off the internet and study or do something else. But let's not sit there and say something that's just really stupid. I mean, that was one of the dumbest comments I have ever read in my life when somebody told me Tavon Austin was not a bust. And I've read a lot of dumb comments on it. I've been on YouTube a long time. That was one of the dumbest things. That was one of the dumbest things I'd ever read in my life. Is that he wasn't a bust. Dude is absolutely a bust. Absolutely a bust. Never, ever lived up to the potential. Have a good night, man. Yeah. I'll be live for like another 20 minutes and we'll call it an evening. Tavon Austin is obviously, yeah. And again, that just goes to show you college doesn't mean a lot. It means something, but you also have to look at the level of competition they're playing. You have to look at the parts around them, which is why I said that Dwayne Haskins won't be as good as Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones played with two guys. I believe it was two, maybe three. I think it was two guys. Two guys that got invited to the combine. Didn't make a team, but they got invited to the combine. Daniel Jones played, let me repeat that. Daniel Jones played with two guys in that entire team, mind you, but two guys that got invited to the NFL combine. Dwayne Haskins had 6 NFL players on that offense. 6. So when you have 6 NFL players surrounding you and you're playing lesser competition in the Big Ten, you're going to have big numbers, which is why I say about Jalen Hurts. The Big 12 is not it is probably the weakest Power 5. Maybe the Pac-12 is weaker, but the Big 12, and I'm a Big 12 fan, that is one of the weakest Power 5 conferences in the country. The Big 10's better. The SEC is definitely better. And I would argue the ACC is better. So Oklahoma is head and shoulders better than every team in that conference. It's not close. And again, he's got 2 or 3 offensive linemen that made the NFL. He's got a couple running backs that made the NFL. CeeDee Lamb made the NFL. LA Lou, thank you for super chat. Really, really, really appreciate this. I'm a Rams fan, and Austin was a receiver with no hands. A stiff breeze can knock him over. There you go. He was bad. He never lived up to the hype. He was a 4.3 guy, and he was drafted early because of his speed. And, I mean, I'm not saying he wasn't good in college. He was, but the guy was a bust. How can somebody possibly tell me that Tavon Austin was not a bust? Like, what are you talking about? I don't get it. Like I said, I've read some stupid things. That was stupid. That was really stupid. Kaylin, thank you for the super chat. Really, really, Devontae Adams last year better than 8 of Tavon. Yeah. But that's the type of thing. Pac-12 is the worst. Yeah, Steve, like I said, I mean, you can argue that. I don't like the Pac-12 either. I don't even watch Pac-12 football. It's so bad. I did watch Oregon because of a couple of years ago because of Justin Herbert, because I really like Justin Herbert. But yeah, I think the Pac-12 sucks. I don't like the Pac-12. I don't watch a lot of Pac-12 football. I do for whatever reason. I do like watching Washington play. I don't know why. I think I like their uniforms, and a lot of times they're playing really late at night, like Washington State, that type of thing. They'll be playing at 10:30. So, but I don't watch a lot of Pac-12. It's really a lot of Big 12 and SEC. I watch a lot of those, and I sprinkle in some Big 10. Like I'll watch Penn State, I'll watch Ohio State, and I watch Minnesota because they were pretty good. I don't really watch Michigan. Michigan has been really bad. I haven't watched that. Michigan State. Not a big fan of those teams, but I did an NASA emoji. I should get an NASA emoji. Maybe I'll look for one, Philly. I think I can add an emoji. So I think I have to. I think I have to add a NASA emoji. That's hilarious. Also reminds you of Ross. Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. John Ross has been a bust too. He was only drafted ninth because he ran a 4.22. There's no other reason for that. Lakers going back to back. If they're healthy, it's possible. I would love that, honestly. Well, unless the Knicks. I mean, I would love the Knicks to obviously. That'd be the greatest thing ever. You know, the funny thing is, keeping it firm, or keeping it infirm, I should say. I watched the Lakers unveil that banner. And, you know, it's fun. I stream all the Laker games. We know that. I have a soft spot in my heart for the Lakers. There's no doubt about that. And I was happy for their fans and watch them unravel or, you know, whatever, unveil another banner. But all I could think to myself is how nice it would be for me to see the Knicks do that. I've never seen the Knicks do it. I have seen every one of my teams win a championship, at least one. I mean, the Rangers won one in 94. Obviously, the Yankees have won 5, and the Giants won 4. I mean, I've been lucky with them. The Giants have sucked the last 3 years. The Knicks have sucked forever. I mean, 20 years till there's been 7 years since they made the playoffs until this year. That was a hell of a comeback last night too. It was good. I'm gonna picture me going to the moon. Oh man, I don't know. It was great. Dire Giants fan, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Really, but I'm sorry, man. How do you cope with answering the same question over and over? Whatever it is, be a Knicks fan, comments about Hurts, CJ, etc. I equate it to this, my good man. I equate it to this. I have a 4-year-old, so I have learned to exercise patience. Something I still am not a very patient guy, as you well know. But I guess with me, the Hurts DJ thing just that gets a little bit ridiculous. There's no doubt about it. The thing I'll say about the Knicks being the Knicks fan or Lakers is I think that a lot of times, Dire Giants fan, people find my Lakers stream and they're new to it. So they do. It is a legitimate question. You know, I stream the Yankee stuff. I stream the Giants stuff. I cover the Yankees and the Giants. I'm a New York guy. I live in New York. So if they're just finding me for the first time or just finding me streaming the Lakers, it's a legitimate question why I stream the Lakers and not the Knicks. So I think that's why I really don't mind that so much. With the Hurts thing is just stupid. It's getting stupid at this point. And now that I pretty much got it off my chest tonight, Dire Giants, I won't address it again until the year starts. Or if I do do another roundtable with the Philly creator, or content creator, I'll talk about it again. That gets a little ridiculous because, again, I don't know how you can tell me he's only played 4 games, bad dog. You got to give him a chance. You can't kill him after 4 games. And then they're going to turn around in the same breath and tell me after 4 games, Jalen Hurts is better than Daniel Jones. Like, you can't do that. You can't do that. If I can't say he's going to suck after 4 games, then you can't tell me he's better than Daniel Jones. You can't make that decision. If I can't tell you what he is after 4 games, you can't tell me what he is after 4 games. But I think that's why I can do it with the Knicks. But you know, obviously I can't. There's a reason I don't. But like I said, Dire Giants fan, and I know I know you know this. You were in the stream last night. Nobody asked me that last year, right? There is very, very few times last season that I get asked why I don't stream Knicks games. Very few. Very few. Because there was no Knicks fans around on YouTube. Now, I've seen guys this year make a lot of Knicks content. They weren't making Knicks content last year. Where the hell were they last year? Why the hell weren't they making Knicks content when they were 4-20 last year? Why? Where were they? Where were all these Knicks fans last year? I'm not talking about CP, who's probably the best content creator that I watch on YouTube. Knicks Fan TV. That guy is amazing. That guy's going to have his own show on ESPN or some network. That guy's headed that way. That guy's been on Max Kellerman's show a lot. He almost has like a spot on Max Kellerman's show, and he ruins Max Kellerman, by the way. But Knicks Fan TV that guy's as professional as you will find on YouTube. That guy interviews Knicks players, and I'm not talking about scrubs. I'm talking about Charles Oakley, Xavier McDaniel. I can't even think. Chris Childs. I forgot who else. He's interviewed a lot of guys. But that guy is legitimate. I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about CK2K. I'm not talking about Sim. Nothing but Knicks. Those guys have covered the Knicks since I've been on YouTube, or since they've been on YouTube. I'm just talking about the person all of a sudden that just starts talking about the Knicks. Where were you last year? And how come you didn't bother me last year? But this year, because they're good and they made the playoffs, now all of a sudden they're like, oh, where's the Knicks stuff, man? Where's the Knicks stuff? Well, I'm not going to change what I do because the Knicks are good. The Knicks being good or bad has nothing to do with why I don't stream them. And that is why you don't see me doing Knicks content. Even when I do a video, it's not on the Knicks. It's on the Lakers. For that reason, that is what I cover on YouTube. And being on YouTube does not mean you have to cover your favorite team all the time. There is no rule on YouTube that says, well, if you're a Knicks fan, you got to do the Knicks. There's no rule that says that. How many people stream the Lakers? I don't know anybody, and the Lakers are streamed a lot, okay, by other people, okay? I don't know one person that streams Laker games that's a Laker fan. Not one. The guys that I watch that no stream Laker game, they're not Laker fans. So why don't people get on their case? Just me. Anyway, Kevin, thank you for the super chat. That rant's done. Brilly. Coach Judge or Nick Sirianni. I mean, come on, Kevin. We all know. We all know. Coach Judge. Shout out to Dire Giants fan for the shirt, by the way. Speaking of Judge, he had 2 solo shots last night. Shout out to Dire Giants fan for the shirt, baby. Do you agree with the media saying the Jets are in a better place with the head coach? The media hates the New York Giants. The media hates Joe Judge. Actually, Shannon Sharp came out and said today, I believe, that he thought the Giants are going to win the division. Shannon Sharp was the guy that said this team's not going to get on board with Joe Judge. I'm pretty sure I had to rip Shannon Sharp a new one for that last year. He's did a complete 180. I respect him. I respect Shannon Sharp for manning up and saying, hey, I was wrong about that. They play hard for Joe Judge. Did Steve Smith ever come out and eat his words about Dave Gettleman? Did Steve Smith ever come out and say, hey, I was wrong. Dave Gettleman went out and got Kenny Galladay. Dave Gettleman's not all about his ego. Dave Gettleman did go out and get these guys. Did he ever come out and say that? Did he ever come out and apologize to Gettleman saying that he would never be able to get a guy like Kenny Galladay or never would go after a guy like Kenny Galladay because they don't want to play for him? Yeah, Robert Sala said that the Jets fans are more invested than Giants fans, are better fans. Yeah, get out of here, man. Get real. Shannon Sharp said Brady. A lot of people wrote Brady off, Steve. A lot of people. Not me, but a lot of people did. I don't watch Undisputed. I don't want, again, I work a full-time job, so I miss all these shows. The only show that I listen to, honestly, is Mad Dog on Sirius XM, and half the time he's not even on. Like I'm driving to go get my son. Like I'll put on Mad Dog until my kid gets in the car. My kid don't want to listen to Mad Dog. My kid wants to listen to other music, but like I'll listen to Mad Dog on my drive, to get my son for the babysitter. But sometimes he's not even there, and I don't want to listen to the other guys he has in the channel. But that's about it. I used to listen to Francesa. I don't even know where the hell Francesa is anymore. I can't find Francesa anyplace. I don't even know where Francesa is, if he even has a show. Yeah, you know what's funny, Dire Giants fan? I don't see the spam when I'm looking at StreamYard. I don't even see it. It's weird. I don't even see the spam. Oh, he retired. Well, he retired and then he came backward. I remember he retired and then he came back. So I guess he did finally retire. Who's my first round bust wide receiver and quarterback from this year? Boy, that's freaking tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Quarterback. I would. It's tough. So the two guys I'm thinking to myself, Trey Lance, but he's got Kyle Shanahan, so I think he's going to be great because he's got Shanahan. Shanahan's a genius offensive mind. The other one I would say would be Mac Jones. Mac Jones has Bill Belichick, and he's a genius. I think Justin Fields is in the worst spot, honestly. I do. And I am never sold on Ohio State quarterbacks. If I'm going to pick a guy recently that I think could succeed out of Ohio State, it's Fields. But if I'm picking a guy and I have to tell you, gun to my head, who's going to be a bust, I'm picking Justin Fields. I think he'll be the biggest bust because the Bears just got rid of a first round pick for him next year. So they can't even build it a draft next year. They got rid of the first round pick, so they can't even give him a star. They can't give him a lineman. They can't give him a wide receiver. They can't get him anybody that's going to be, unless they trade again and get back up in there. But they gave away their number one pick. And if the Bears have a bad year and they're picking top 10, I mean, they could use that for Justin Fields. So I'm going to say Justin Fields. Wide receiver. God, I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. I mean, again, you got to give these guys a few years. You can't be like after 1 year. I would say Rashad Bateman if I had to pick a bust. I think that Bateman's pro day really launched him up into the first round. I think if he had an average pro day, he's a second round guy. You could say the same thing about Kadarius Toney. A lot of people didn't have him going in the first round. But then again, there was Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer wanted him really bad. At 25. So, but I mean, and that sucks. I mean, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I think those are the two guys. I think Bateman and Kadarius Toney. I think that they have the biggest chances to be busts. I hate to say that because I want Kadarius Toney to kill it. There's no doubt about it. But I look at the Giants situation. Kenny Golladay, the number one receiver. The offensive line, question mark. Can Saquon Barkley stay healthy? Question mark. Daniel Jones, is he the guy? Question mark. So there is question marks on that Giants offense. And what is Kadarius Toney's role going to be with the Giants? I mean, because to me, if Kadarius Toney is a guy that gets you 500 yards receiving and a couple hundred yards on the ground and scores 4 touchdowns, that's not good to me. for a top 20 pick. It's not. So I don't want to see that every year from Kadarius Toney. I'm going to want to see Kadarius Toney have a 1,000-yard season at some point. But does the Giants offense set up for him to do that? So, I mean, listen, I told you, I'm honest when it comes to the Giants. I am not a guy that's going to sit there and say Kadarius Toney is going to be an absolute stud. I hope he is. And I like his skill set, and he can do a lot of different things for the Giants. And I like what he can bring. But at the same time, there's a reason that people rejected him to go in the second round. There's a reason that I was shocked when the Giants took him at 20. There is a reason. And I'm still not sold on that pick. I love the haul that we got for him. And I think that was the move. I mean, getting all those picks in the Bears, I love that. I love that. So that's why I didn't kill him for the Kadarius Toney pick. But I'm not sold on that. I'm not. I can't sit there and tell you that I'm sold on Kadarius Toney. I'm not sold on him. I'm not sold on him. I like Azeez Ojulari better than Kadarius Toney, but we'll see. Eagles WSG. You don't know what that stands for. Really, Eagles all day. That's right. Eagles all day, every day in the basement where you belong. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Eagles stink though, buddy. They stink. I don't know what this says. Stop Giants fans. Y'all will 3 in the SEC. What does that mean? Is that English? What language is that, Cole? This guy's a Jaguars fan. Is there really a Jaguars fan in here talking about the Giants? I didn't even know the Jaguars had fans. Are you Urban Meyer's kid or something? A Jags fan? There's a Jags fan in here talking about the Giants. Buddy, your franchise is a disaster. An absolute train wreck. And has been so for many years. It stinks. And I love Trevor Lawrence. But Urban Meyer, that's a clown show. That's a clown show. Jaguars fan here talking about the Giants. That is the weirdest thing I've seen in a while. I'm going to get out of here in a couple of minutes. No, sorry about that, Dire Giants fan. That's not what I wanted. Where is that? There we go. Thoughts on Tim Tebow joining the Jaguars? I think that's to sell tickets, Joey. I don't think there's any other reason. I know that Urban Meyer was Tim Tebow's coach at Florida, and that's to sell tickets. That's a circus. That's another clown show. Because Urban Meyer, he's a clown show. It's just stupid. There is no reason to bring Tim Tebow in there as a tight end. It's a position he's never played, not that I'm aware of. Tim Tebow's been everywhere. He's been a quarterback. He played minor league baseball for the Mets, and now he's coming back. And how old is Tim Tebow? He's got to be in his 30s by now. So you bring Tim Tebow back listen, Tim, you think I'm jacked? Tim Tebow jacked. Tim Tebow was in ridiculous shape. That don't mean he can play tight end in the NFL. Can Tim Tebow block? Tight ends need a block. Can Tim Tebow block? Can Tim Tebow pick up a blitzing linebacker that doesn't get Trevor Lawrence absolutely destroyed? Do you want Tim Tebow on the line trying to block a guy like Khalil Mack? I don't know if they play the Raiders. Or the Bears, rather. Do you want him to try to block a guy like Khalil Mack coming off the edge? Myles Garrett? You want him trying to block Myles Garrett? Come on, man. If Tebow makes that team, he's gonna get Trevor Lawrence killed. Skip said, yeah, because Skip just giving Shannon Sharp some shit right there. That's all that is. That's all that is. He's trolling, Tom. He is trolling. That's all that is. I was never a big Shannon Sharp guy, but Shannon Sharp's one of the best tight ends I ever saw play the game. Shannon Sharp could play. Shannon Sharp could play. Kyle Pitts can't block to save his life, but he's a different kind of beast. Yeah, well, Kyle Pitts you can teach a guy to block. Kyle Pitts is also, 21 years old, 22? Tim Tebow is 31. Kyle Pitts has been a tight end his whole career. Tim Tebow's never played that position. And like I said, as far as I know. So, I don't know. But yeah, Kyle Pitts is going to be a freaking beast. Dude, 6'6", 246, runs a 4.4 40. It's insane. But again, he's played that position his whole career, and he's young. Tim Tebow is not young. He's young compared to me, but according to football standards, 31 years old or whatever he is, learning a new position in the NFL. He hasn't played in the NFL in how many years? That's a recipe for disaster. He's not making the team. Like I said, if he does, it's to sell tickets. Tim Tebow is very popular in Florida. I gotta get this microphone is ridiculous. There we go. So yeah, I don't know. But guys, listen, it's 12:36. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna get some sleep tonight. I'm sorry for the Laker fans in here that I cannot stream the game tomorrow. I wish I could, but I will definitely be back on Sunday night for the Lakers and the Pelicans. I don't know about talking Giants tomorrow. The Knicks play at 1. The Lakers do not play, or the Lakers play at 1 and the Knicks play at 1. I can't do the Laker game. But regardless, if Chris's voice is up to it, we'll do that show tomorrow on his channel. I don't know. He said we might take a week off and then come back and do it the week after. But we'll see. Again, I wish I could do the Lakers, but I can't. And as far as the Yankee show goes, I will try to do that in the morning, but I have got to get to my P.O. box tomorrow. I've not been to my P.O. box in like 6 weeks. I know my man Dire Giants was kind enough to buy me more lighting so I don't have to keep doing this with the damn camera because the shadows are over here or whatever. So I got to go down there and get that. And I don't know how long that's going to take or whatever. So like I said, I want to do that Yankee thing more and more and more, but Saturdays are so tough. And it's like the only time that I can do it. But it seems like if I didn't have all this stuff I had to do every weekend, like I could do it more, but it seems like every weekend I have something to do right now. Every Saturday, there's something going on. Again, it's a very busy time of year because I have all these birthdays. I have more coming up in June. My brother-in-law's birthday is in June. 2 of my nephews' birthdays are in June. So there's that. July, forget about it. My anniversary's in July. My birthday's in July. My mother's birthday's in July. My sister-in-law's birthday's in July. Just never fails. This is what happens when you're Italian. Kevin, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, brother. Brilly. What up, Bear Dog? I haven't been on in a while. Who's more competition for the Giants next year, Dallas or Washington? It's tough because Washington's tough on defense. Dallas's offense is really good. They're both going to be tough. I would say, if I had to choose, Washington, for the simple fact that their strength against our weakness, which is our offensive line and maybe our quarterback. Their strength is their defense. So I think they might match up a little bit better. Dallas's strength is their offense. Our strength is our defense. So we match our strengths up against one another. And their defense is, even though they addressed it, I don't think that their secondary is good at all. I think their secondary is terrible. So I think Washington's more competition. I still think Dallas will be very tough. I actually did the schedule earlier, Kevin. I had a splitting with both of those teams. But Simon, how can I be the man? You're the man. But let me get out of here, guys and girls. I really do appreciate all the support. You guys and girls are unbelievable. I didn't even ask one time tonight. But if you haven't done so, please hit the like and subscribe button. And I appreciate you being here. And like I said, tomorrow maybe talking Giants. And depending on when the hell I get up or when the hell I get to the post office, maybe the Yankee show in the morning. I don't know. I do know that Mrs. Bad Luck has to make a lot of stuff for this graduation party. So I'm probably going to have to watch my son. So it's going to be difficult. Hopefully talking Giants tomorrow. If not, I will see you guys and girls on Sunday for the Lakers and the Pelicans last regular season game. And then it's Laker playing time, baby. And we'll see how it goes. So enjoy the rest of your night. And I probably won't see you till Sunday. So enjoy your weekend, guys and girls. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend here in the Northeast. Get outside. Enjoy it. Enjoy the weather. It's nice. It's about damn time, too. So I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys and girls. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you next time. It's the Bad Diggity Dizzle. I'm out. Peace.